Okay, welcome back to Ridding the Rat. And last time in Dal Qor, actually, I guess in the material plane back in Mazana, our players discovered this barrier that was blocking them from entering our Dal Qor. As this barrier came about in front of them, they realized that they needed to do the same thing that Nemo had done to help Konari escape this barrier that had trapped her previously. Now, to do so, you guys needed a soul. You guys asked Raoden, hey Raoden, got any souls lying around? And after a bit of equivocating, he eventually takes you guys to his Hall of Deferred, where a bunch of people, living and dead, are kept on ice or kept on pause for his purposes. Higher they are in comparison to mortals, at least he so thinks. Which Karhale realizes during a natural 20 check that Raoden does think of himself as beyond the mortal consideration. He believes his perspective, judgment, to be above all others because he is right about most things. And more than that, of course, but perhaps concerning for another day. Nonetheless, this was helpful for you guys in the moment, and he was able to gift you guys a soul to use, to weaponize, to cut through the barrier, to get you guys into Dal Qor, to save Jen Yin and Nemo, your friends. So, as this happens, you guys realize that you still have the soul of Hotep, an old Kalashar acquaintance from before. This soul that's within the pendant, the mithril pendant that you guys got way back when in the auction, actually, and then lost to Amen-Hotep at the time, came back into your hands when Amen-Hotep attacked you guys when attacking Konari. And as he died, his soul captured into this pendant. Now, Konari asks the question, where do your true loyalties lie? But specifically, what is the plan of the group that your true loyalty lies with, rather? And this question begged the answer that they desired to inflict the same pain on the people of this world, similar to what the pain was for the qori before. And his loyalties expressed to be torn, pretty much. He was torn between his Kalashtar, his twin soul, the mortal soul within their body, and the qori soul, to which the qori soul is the one you guys have within the pendant. And then release into this warlord's body, who you guys kind of snatch the soul out of. They swap, to which you're going to weaponize his soul, this Garrus, brother to a warlord in the south here. But you guys decide that it's a little bit too questionable. The loyalty of this guy's a little too dubious to be able to use the benefits of his knowledge as a qori in Dal Qor. So you guys leave him behind. Raoden puts him on ice, and you guys go off to the portal that has been kept open, but only for a short period of time later will Raoden be able to keep it open for you guys to come back through. So currently, when you guys step through, you guys know that you have 4 hours. So as you guys step through into Dal Qor, you guys discover a realm of waves made of threads and darkness and coiled dreams. This place is far from the physical realm that you guys come from, and as such, when you guys step through, not that much comes with you. Only yourselves, as you guys see yourselves, as your souls can kind of reknit yourselves as you guys step through. You guys see different forms of yourselves as that's happening based on what you guys consider yourselves to be. The few things that come with you guys are those that are more metaphysical in nature, or in true nature. One of which is Konari's sword, the katana, Janlu, which is the well of darkness, this sword that absorbs darkness and contains many, many forms of that rot and blight that you guys have come across thus far, and the soul dagger itself, which I forgot to mention last time. So she does have 2 physical weapons that stick around, whether she's imagining them to be there or not. The rest of you guys find that you guys have to imagine weapons into being, something you guys can use and wield. But in so doing, you guys realize that they're not going to have too much of an effect beyond what your imagination can enforce. You guys realize that your quickness of thought defines how fast you can move. Your guys' strength of will defines how strongly you can affect the things around you. And your guys' sense of self, how well you guys can keep yourselves together, the threads of your existence together. And if those things are unraveled, you yourself your soul itself will unravel and you will die if your sense of self is dispersed in that way. When you guys step through, you guys felt that immediate tension within the realm's threads, within this tapestry. It affected you and started to cause you guys the barest creeping of that black ick that's just on the basis of this world, within the threads of this world, the rot itself starting to touch you guys. That corruption will be continued from here. So as we continue your guys' venturing within Dal Qor, as you guys see it, go ahead and roll me new wisdom saving throws. We'll just do this at the top of the session. And as it happens, you guys do have advantage because of the tea you guys imbibed before entering.
Heck yeah.
It's not too terribly high. Sorry, this is a charisma saving throw. I didn't say. I'm sorry. I'm looking again.
Okay, I gotta roll again because I rolled both of those at the same time.
Yeah. Re-roll for charisma.
I got a 19.
Amazing. You pass. Konari, you shake off the feeling of the rot itself as it creeps up your guys' feet as you guys stand amidst a battlefield.
I think Karhal is at the battlefield.
You're right. I was just looking back at my notes. Karhal,
I'm by myself.
You're fine.
No. I got back up with Konari. Zimit is at the battlefield.
Oh yeah, Zimit got shunted back and he tried to.
Okay, my notes say Karhal is still back, so I must not have missed it. No, you're fine. I do remember that switcheroo happening. Okay. So we'll establish Konari and Karhal near each other. Zimit's back. We have Nemo and Jinyin, who have just stepped through a portal as Zimit is being stalked by a creature that Karhal had noticed before as well. Zimit, you do see a creature made of chains and a creature not all unfamiliar to you and yet still is, as you see the monstrous form of Jinyin appear to you around a corner of one of the buildings. Now, in the different locations you guys have experienced within this shifting realm, you guys have noticed the battlefield Zimit you are in, you're kind of at the cusp of what seems to be a city before you, a town that's in front of you, with these buildings that go very high, and in the shadows of those buildings, you do see this creature creeping out towards you as it's noticed you moving about. You hear the chains before you see it, and you feel that creeping feeling on the back of your neck that makes the hairs rise on your skin. And Nemo, Jinyin, you're aware that this creature has been creeping about and is probably creeping upon your friends. So Nemo, you imagine a portal into being that will release you upon the creature itself. And because you've decided to take a stand, You guys have been running from this creature thus far, and
Sorry, Nemo did what now?
They don't want to wait to regroup with us first and then deal with it?
he was intending to regroup, yes. But Nemo, you would plan to make a stand with this creature, right?
I don't remember this, but I guess if I said that, then
Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
No, you can reconsider.
You
You can
definitely were ready
reconsider.
to attack. You were definitely ready to attack.
No, you can totally reconsider.
However, I don't think you had clarified whether it was to release on, like, not on top of the monster necessarily, but where you wanted it to release. But your last words were like, I mean, it's time for a stand at some point, right?
Yeah, I was under the impression they were gonna come meet up with us, and then we'd
I
all
thought we
deal with
were.
it.
I thought we were. Yeah, I thought we were meeting them.
Okay, then let's have you meet them if that's what you're intending. And like the words "time for a stand" can mean many things. It doesn't necessarily mean you had to like hop on.
That
top.
is true.
I was hoping Nemo was about to go Super Saiyan.
Not right now, please.
Was there something? Was there something like opening from above? Is that what it was?
Say again.
Is there something about opening a portal from above? Is that what it was? Maybe.
No, not necessarily. It was just you're saying, I mean, we got to make a stand at some point. That was just the line we ended on, which I just rewatched. But no. In the sense of what that meant, you could be collecting the group to go make the stand. It's fine. So with that, go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Do we have to fight at all?
Sorry,
Can't
not a
we just
wisdom saving throw, a
Get
wisdom
out to the.
to create this connection, this portal.
Is there a need to
Theoretically,
fight?
no, you don't. But you were the one who said something about
No,
fighting at
there
the end of last
is no
session. You're
need
the
to
only
fight.
one who brought it up. You're the only one.
You can still get everyone to run if you wish.
Okay. Okay.
That was your
Was it
thing.
a joke at the end? Or
I
was it
don't
like,
I
know.
think so.
We were all like, "Why would you fight it?" But you're like, you weren't there with your character. But you're like, anyway. I was absolutely like, "Why would you suggest fighting it?"
Yeah. Okay.
But that's Nemo, so who knows?
That's fair. Okay. Wisdom
Okay,
throw.
This portal, you guys have been avoiding creating the portal itself because wait, crap. Who else? What were other people's roles? I totally skipped over the charisma check from before, which is important. Who has corruption? New corruptions this session. Nemo, what is your charisma saving throw from before?
From before?
Yeah, if you don't remember, just roll it out. Charisma saving throw.
Charisma saving
This is a
throw,
corruption check. We'll just do this at the
26.
top of every session and then every hour.
26.
Mine was 17.
17? Yes, you passed and Konari passed, I know that. And then Nemo,
Right. 26.
26, you pass as well. Nemo's getting used to this place. You guys are, this is pretty much just your guys' kind of recentering yourself, especially with just the threads of this world around you. Like, you're just reasserting your self perception and dominance over the threads that are trying to affect you. Zimit, you said 9?
19.
19? Oh, that's so much better. Okay, so then no one takes new corruption. We are good.
It's impossible
Nemo,
for me to get a 9.
oh, that's amazing. I forgot. That is really good for you. Zimit really knows who he is. Nemo, go ahead and roll your wisdom check.
Wisdom save is
for-
a 6.
A wisdom check for a 6. So as you create this portal, you can step through. It does make you appear in a different location. Go ahead and roll me a 6. D6. Mm-hmm. Maybe you'll be lucky and it's actually not terrible.
4.
A 4? Okay, so you do 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, that's not terrible. You just end up on the other side, so you're still a little further away. So you appear, Jin, Yin, Nemo. Okay, so you appear in the middle of this battlefield where you can see like the massacred remnants of a multitude of people fighting different powers that you can't quite fathom just by glancing at it. But there's dead bodies, and around there's evidence of catapults and just different war tools around. But you can also see movement, different figures that are still moving in this echo of battle, different battles that have been going on. If this is too loud, let me know, guys. But you appear here, and you see at a distance Zimmet with a shadow that's looming over him, coming closer. You are about 200 feet from him. 200, 300 feet. You're all the way on the... We'll say 300 because you rolled so low in the first place, so it's worse for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, you're there. As this is happening, Zimmet, I think the main thing had been you had failed your stealth check at the time. So that's why this thing had noticed you rather than the others. So what would you like to do in this moment as you see this creature that's kind of coming out from behind a towering building in the city near the battlefield, and coming towards you? It's still about, we'll say, about 75 feet off from you. It's at a distance, but you can see it, and it's noticing you specifically.
Shoot. That's a panic. Can I press the panic button?
Yeah. You are aware right now you have no weapons. Yes. So the panic is definitely a good thought process.
And I can't really make a ton of distance.
You could try to just bounce back to where the rest of the party was. Reverse.
You could try to run and hide.
Yeah, or I end up beside his dumb foot.
Okay, then use your terrain. Envision stuff to hide you. That's the whole point of this world, is you got to be creative. You can do it.
My brain is operating at 2% capacity right now.
Okay, well, you do have your magic still. So
I do have that.
Zimmet, you also feel, how would we describe this? You also feel this whispering touch on your neck, actually. It's like the feeling of hair that's just wrapped around your neck. And when you look down, you can see threads, twined, maybe 50 threads that are loosely twined around your neck, like a necklace. They're black and purple at the same time, and coiling, uncoiling. When you do look down, noticing them, you hear the whispers that you've been hearing out in the material world as well. This necklace of yours that you had used to bring Vegorath down before, still with you to an extent, except instead it looks like spindly thread-like fingers. Roll me an intelligence check. Just an intelligence check.
Wait, what is intelligence in this world?
Intelligence is intelligence.
Oh, it was strength, dexterity, and...
Plot twist, your intelligence is actually your strength.
Please no.
Konari has never been so smart, Carla has never been so smart in her life.
Okay, you said straight intelligence, not like Arcana or anything?
Yeah, roll Arcana. If you have an Arcana bonus, you can use that. Religion, not religion, history or Arcana would count for this.
Perfect. That is a 23.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's way good.
Arcana.
I was not expecting that much. It was not too high of a DC in that context. You see immediately, because you have now taken in Ty previously when you guys stepped through the portal, and Ty appeared next to you guys when you guys came through. Ty's currently with Konari, of course, but here you recognize the thread-like, the threads themselves coming into what looks to be like tiny hands, like hers were. You have a qori that's wrapped around you. Black and dark in comparison to the brighter colors of Ty, but
Best friend.
you realize that it's like piggybacking you, like a tiny demon attached to your neck.
Wait, so this is the necklace that he had? It's actually a qori spirit?
Mm-hmm.
What?
You mean a friend?
It is a friend.
Wait till I finds out. She's gonna freak.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try to talk to it?
Well, maybe not right now. Go ahead.
Yeah, you could totally try to say something to it. It's whispering. It's been constantly whispering forever, and you've learned to kind of tune it out. But you can still hear it mumbling in a language you don't understand. So it's saying like,
Oh, okay. Okay, if I can't understand it, then
I would say you also recognize that language to be similar to the words that you've heard Ty speak sometimes when talking to Konari, since you guys stepped through. They kind of use some qori words thrown in. It's
okay.
that I recognize the language is similar.
I will keep that in my back pocket, I guess, for now. And I guess more or less just be like, I hope you can help me out. And I'm gonna try to. Okay, let me think. I'm going to see if I can do it. I'm gonna imagine a
Dragons.
what?
Imagine dragons.
I'm going to imagine a dragon.
Okay.
The
And
title of the session.
yeah. Imagining dragons.
Imagining a dragon. Go ahead and give me a wisdom check.
What's my wisdom? Crap! That's an 11.
An 11. Okay, so you
Wait,
start imagining.
Do I have advantage on that? That's not with the T, right?
The T gives advantage on wisdom saving throws, unfortunately not checks.
Okay.
But it will
Which apparently are useless here.
Come into play. It will come into play. Don't worry, guys. It'll be around. Nonetheless, Zimit, you imagine this dragon, all of the childhood stories that you've heard, and specifically a golden dragon that you've seen recently coming into fruition in front of you. It's reflective surface, drawing in the non-existent light here, but all the focus that exists on this kind of plane. And as it appears between you and the creature that's coming towards you, prowling towards you in the distance, whatever attention it might have had on you must be diverted now as you are covered up by this giant dragon. And it does seem to shift and move. And it seems to have some type of form to it. You're not sure how effective this thing might be, but you do get the idea that's probably attracting attention at the moment. So you could probably make your way away with that, keeping the brunt of whatever's coming at you.
Making my way from downtown. I'm gonna then, I guess, turn around and run.
You turn around?
Run towards them. Like, I think I have 20 feet. You said it was our intelligence, right?
Yes, you have 20 feet of movement.
Yeah, I have 20. So I'm going to run and take 3 steps forward and 1 step back.
What?
Not actually. He was trying to be funny.
Yes,
it is being funny.
The back, so funny. Ha 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 ha. When you turn around and you start running, you see at a distance 2 figures that are of more color than most of the surrounding shades and tones of the battlefield and the dream that's just around you. You notice Nemo and Jen Yin at a distance.
So I just know them immediately from this. or should I roll for that?
You know them.
Ask
Well,
if
know
you
what
need to
they
roll.
We are
She gave it to
rainbow
you for
colored in a
free.
gray landscape.
yeah, you guys are rainbow colored in a gray landscape. So you guys
I feel
stand
like
out.
freaking
That's
out.
part of why you guys just draw attention in general in this realm. But you do see them moving amid the movements of this battlefield. You see two rainbow colored individuals at that distance. I would say you don't know if they're real or not, of course, but you did not imagine them yourself. So someone would have had to create them in theory.
I would just be running to where Karhali and Konari are because I'm not running towards some rainbow freaks.
Mm-hmm. Unfortunately, you know that they're on the far side from this monster to you. So right now, but you're between a rock, or you're between
In a hard place.
a rock and a hard place. I guess. Yeah, it doesn't really apply in this scenario, I guess. But they are on the other side from this monster that you're trying to get away from. Okay. Nonetheless, Karhali Konari, what are you guys up to on the other side? You guys know that Zimit got displaced from the rest of you, and you guys are currently within the city that you don't recognize personally, but have many curving streets that are kind of making it harder to see to the other side where Zimit may have ended up.
Ah, yes, GeoGuessr, the curvy streets. We must be on Dal Qor.
What?
I think we did not spot Nemo and Jen yet, did we?
You guys, Konari noticed that they are closer. Were. Such a sense is now gone. They are now not closer.
Didn't Jen Yin and Konari have like a connection before we blipped?
Exactly.
Yeah, we have our.
He still has that connection. Mm-hmm. And you can
Okay.
still step ahead to change direction now. So
I bet
behind
it's Nico's fault.
Yeah.
Konari, can you tell them to stop running away from us? We are trying to get them to get out of here.
I don't think I can mind link that far, but I'll
How far
try.
can you mind link?
They're going the wrong way.
120 feet.
Okay, so they are definitely beyond the range currently.
But wait, I think they're going the right way because we were going away from the portal. So they're
We
going.
were going the wrong way.
Well, we were going to find them, and then we're going to bring
You
them
guys,
back.
you.
Right.
All right,
Very confusing in here.
we're just gonna
That's true.
try to get closer to them. I'm gonna try to do that. So
Okay,
DM, I'm gonna
can
roughly try to
can you-
guesstimate where they're at.
Can you do
And just note, you guys
thing-
do know that the portal itself is within the town. That you guys are on the far side away from the portal, but the portal is in the town closer to where the monster has appeared.
great?
Not that you guys know the monster is there,
In
but
town now.
it's
Great.
within. It's deeper within the small town.
Maybe you could stop by Grandma's bakery and pick up some cookies.
Okay, so DM, I'll try to make the portal thing. DM, I'm gonna try to create another door to where I roughly think Jen Yin and Nemo went to.
Okay. Go ahead. Roll me a wisdom check.
Wisdom check.
Wisdom.
Try to get yourself closer to where they're at.
22.
22.
Woo!
That's good. Okay, so you're really tugging on that thread, and as you create this portal, you are imagining almost falling through a well down the line of the string, and as it opens up in front of you, you guys hear the sounds of sloshing and the feel of water as you guys step through, and you guys appear on the other side, seeing Jenyen and Nemo, who are currently dodging the throes of random battle echoes around you guys, these creatures that are moving around you. And you guys do feel things bump into you, things strike you as you guys get in the way of this battle that's happening. But you guys are just moving through it. They seem a little bit more used to it. They've been moving through the jungles of the dreams, static expressions of dream, I suppose. they're more used to it. So they're just kind of moving about it without thinking about it. You guys are just still kind of getting used to it yourselves. Konari, Karhali, go ahead and roll me intelligence saving throws as you guys try to move about the flying the flying missiles and whatnot. Nemo and Jenyin, you guys see Karhali Konari appear next to you. They're within 10 feet of you, actually, very close. And amid this battle that you guys recognize at this point, as you guys have been here for a longer period of time, and know the movements of this battle and know how to dodge amidst it, they are adjusting. And then behind you, you see Zimit, who is currently running in your guys' direction away from this creature that had started to stalk him. You guys do see the dragon that's appeared as well, golden and large and blocking any visual that you guys have of whatever is causing the sounds of clanking chains to reach your ears. With that in mind, Zimit, roll me a new stealth check as you duck into the crazy, the flying problems and the obstacles within the battlefield to try to hide yourself from this creature that's seeking you guys.
That's a 10.
A 10. Okay,
wait. Plus my pass without a trace.
That's true?
What's that, an extra 10?
Are you still in the area? Or wait, is that a...
I'll leave it up to the DM because he's joining back up with us.
I know that, yeah, it would have to be an area effect off of you, unfortunately.
Okay. Where the shot?
Womp womp.
Womp womp.
Nemo's getting left behind to be eaten by the Dark Qor. No, I'm just kidding.
Bye, Nemo.
Bye, Nemo. No, I'm just kidding.
Our campaign's just too easy, guys. I have to at least give us some difficulty.
Too easy? Your characters died twice.
That was because of Nathan.
Finally
That was
died.
because of Nathan, though. That wasn't because of Liz.
Well, one of them was because of Nathan, for sure.
Wait.
He was supposed to be unkillable and did in fact get killed. So,
Okay, sorry. What was being said? I missed it. My sister had texted me about my.
basically, we were debating if Path Without a Trace would count for Zimit, but it is a range thing. So
it is a range thing. So Zimit will not be under it for this time being, for this roll, unfortunately. So it is just a 10. But when you rejoin with them, you'll still have the benefits of Pass Without a Trace. But with that, you do hear the slight clanging of chains as you guys see a monstrous form, like gigantic, familiar to Karhale, familiar to Nemo, of Jenyin, who, when he was under the control of Yuji-Wan and underground, chasing you guys in the darkness from before, his chains dragging on the floor behind him, and just like tattered clothes covering this visage of just a monster. As he approaches you guys,
don't call him a monster, DM. No, I'm just kidding.
Kanari,
Yeah.
roll me a wisdom saving throw. And Jenyin will be rolling a wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw. Oh boy. Why am I rolling a wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving throw.
That one's good. 23.
A 23. Unfortunately for him, his is an 8. So with a 23, you are not frightened, but Jenyin is. And you see Jenyin,
What if you just
once
take the average
does
since
you-
they're staring into each other's eyes and on?
Jenyin does see you, and he's, and he says, "Xiao Chen." But as the chains rattle behind him, he turns, and you see him kind of shrink down in himself, and just crowd back away from Nemo. And Nemo, like, you realize that whatever is chasing you guys is manifested. You've realized at this point it's been manifested by Jenyin. This is his fear that's chasing you guys.
I thought we knew that before.
Yeah, you knew that. Yes. With that in mind, you know that it's targeting him and as it starts to move, once this nightmare sees Jenyen, it starts to run and rush towards you guys. Jenyen's backing off, and he is all the more susceptible to this thing because it's his, right? So all that to say, everyone, roll me an intelligence check. This is your initiative.
I was gonna say that if I was within 10 feet of Jenyen, when she came through the portal, she would have run up to him and like grabbed his arm and been like, "It's okay, we're gonna get out of here." But yeah.
Amazing.
I'll use my
like
last.
intelligence.
I have one last spell slot, so I will use it now.
You're gonna use your one last spell slot now.
Yep. Who
Okay.
needs a spell slot?
Oh my gosh.
I have imagine. Oh, if you see, Nemo actually has like armor, but only on his back and like the backs of his legs.
He's
And,
a
like-
turtle.
A portal.
Not exactly. And like a helmet, but it's like just a plate of armor on the back of his head. He's only got armor on the back side of him. Like his front is fully open.
So what spell do you cast?
I will cast at 3rd level
Okay.
protection from evil and good.
Amazing. Actually, that's great.
And at 3rd level I get nothing extra. Boo.
Okay. So protection from evil on Jenyen. Amazing.
And good. Don't forget the good.
You're right. Sorry, couldn't forget the good.
What if there are good things that want to kill us?
Actually, with the protection of evil and good that you cast on him and the armor that's appearing on him, you guys, Konari, you feel his tenseness kind of relax as he kind of shakes off the fear. And Nemo, you having like realized that this will help based on everything that you've experienced thus far, you're not surprised by this. But Konari, you feel the immediate change, very dramatic change in Jenyen, as he kind of stands up more and like pulls out his claws, even though he has no weapons at his side at the moment. But he gets into this battle stance. Are you guys gonna...
definitely thinks because she showed up. She doesn't realize it's because of Nemo's spell. So she's like, "Yeah, he's encouraged now." And then she
That's true. You're like, yeah. And Ty goes, "It's gonna be okay. Konari, you probably shouldn't fight that thing." And you guys just hear the sound of a roar coming from the distance as the chains are rattling against the link.
We should run.
So at this point, it is only about 100 feet off from you guys. It's closer to Zimit than it is to you guys. Zimit, you notice that even though you didn't hide yourself very well, it is now no longer paying attention to you, and its eyes have diverged to Jenyen as it's running towards the larger group. But it's creeping upon you guys. This thing is only moving about 30 feet every round. It's not very fast, but it is faster than most of you guys can move, unfortunately. So it creeps up. Everybody go ahead and roll me that initiative using their intelligence. What is your roll, Hale? We'll start with you.
Shouldn't have. 10.
And unfortunate. Okay, and then Konari?
I rolled a straight 16, which is pretty good, honestly.
Hey, Jenyen rolled a 16 too. Jenyen.
Aww.
Oh.
We'll put you before Jenyen because your dex is high.
But
But
it's
it's intelligence.
that's what I was going to say. It's intelligence based.
Oh,
I
intelligence.
think your intelligence is
my
probably
God.
still higher, right?
My intelligence is a +0, baby. She dumb.
His is 11. Is yours higher than that?
Mine's a 10. Very wise, not very smart.
Unfortunately, I guess Jenyen does go first, before you anyway. So we'll just switch that. And then, Nemo, what is yours?
5.
A 5. Oh no.
Guys, I don't know where my most updated sheet is. For some
And then Zimit, what is yours?
5.
Oh no!
Bro.
But you do go before Nemo because yours is higher.
I do have a +2.
Unfortunate roll.
Yeah, that's sad.
Okay, well, with all of this in mind, the nightmare moves first.
Oh no!
So it takes 60 feet of movement and will be creeping upon Zimit. You are within 30 feet of it, but it is not focused on you, so it's going to continue taking its action to just dash as it's rushing towards the rest of you guys. It'll take one more turn for it to actually encroach upon you. But it is getting closer very quicker than the rest of you guys have been moving thus far. Zimit, once it does come within 30 feet of you, you feel this haunting sense, and its monstrous form is still frightening to you. So go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw. This one you have an advantage on.
Yay! Somewhat yay.
Somewhat yay?
13.
Oh, 13. Okay, with a 13, you do still pass. You meet and beat it. So you are not frightened. Anything within 30 feet of it will have to take this roll, and you don't have to take the roll again. Now that you are not frightened of it, you don't have to roll again. As someone that this is not the fear for, specifically. So, as it rushes into you guys, what are you doing next on the list is Jen Yin. Jen Yin is standing with you, Konari. He'll turn to you and ask, what do you wish? He seems buoyed up by the spell, so he has this sense like he's leaning towards the danger, like he wants to fight it just to get rid of it. You sense he's desiring to fight, but he's asking you your preference.
I mean, I'm always down for a fight, but Ty did say to run, so Ty's pretty smart, I guess. If you fight, I'll fight with you. But Ty said to run.
Mm-hmm.
I think Karhale wants to run too, so.
Okay.
Karhale said nothing of the sort. Aaron said to run.
She's just making Karhale to be a wimp for no reason. She's just like, I think Karhale wants to run.
Yeah.
Well, Karhale can currently only run 8 feet around.
Konari will say, I can make a portal to closer to where we were supposed to go, and we can all go through it. Because I'm pretty good at making the portals.
That's the thing, yeah. If you do that, I'll go with you.
Okay. Yeah. That's a great idea. Okay, go ahead and make me go ahead and take the wisdom check, and you guys watch as Konari starts to form, using her imagination, a portal to step through.
Okay, so let's see. I think I'm gonna use my inspiration because I rolled really bad.
Bro, you got inspiration?
I've had it for so long.
Liz never gives inspiration.
I know. Liz never gives inspiration.
I'm sorry, okay?
I think I'm gonna use it because I rolled. Oh, okay. Natural 20.
Whoa! Okay, so immediately you form this portal, and you were trying to run. And I would where are you trying to run to?
I'm trying to get the portal as close to where I know the entrance is as possible.
Okay, yeah. So you're imagining as well as you can the portal entrance. With a natural 20, I would say you form what image does your door take?
Oh gosh, she doesn't know. She doesn't know about doors.
Exactly. Okay, fine. It's this cavernous hole that just appears in front of you. Instead of something visual for them to take in, all it is the absence of space.
That's so fair. Yep.
And as you reach through, do you step through yourself for your turn?
I will. Oh crap.
When we
Can I
used the
wait?
portal earlier, do I have to step through before she does, and she steps after me? For us
I don't
all to go
think
with her.
it becomes pretty much like a static thing that appears here, so you guys can go in at different times. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It
Okay.
will only stop being there when you guys stop thinking about it, pretty much.
Yeah. Can she just hold off stepping through until pretty much everybody else has? Like, since she wants to, she doesn't want to go and leave.
Genyon, do you wish him to step through? Because he's like right there.
She'll,
Yeah,
like,
he can step
go.
through. It's his turn too, so he goes ahead and he steps through, but he's just waiting on the other side to see if you come in. He's probably gonna come back if you don't come in right away.
Yeah.
But he steps through, waiting for you to step in after him. That's gonna be so he'll do that. Karhale, you're next. Zimit, you're on deck.
We are getting the heck out of Dodge.
Hopefully Zimit can get his own way over.
So lucky. Zimit, you are only about you're pretty far away actually from this spot.
You should make your own portal, or try to. You probably can't be any closer to this guy than you are right now, honestly.
Just imagine a giant slingshot that's aimed towards the other portal.
We could try that too.
Am I gonna Angry Birds this?
Yes.
Karhale, you step through that portal. You appear on the other side. You see a portal that's winding with energy. And on the other side, you can see the room, the workshop, the magical workshop you just came from. So you are in the middle of a street, in the middle of all these buildings, but the portal is still there. It's only about, it's barely shrunken in size. You guys haven't been spending too much time here thus far. So you're actually pretty good, making great time here. You see Raoden's hands on the other side, but he's mostly out of sight. Next is Zimit. Yes?
For the rest of my turn, because that really just took my movement, could I do a perception check to see if I can see any of my people around here?
What do you mean your people? Mm-hmm. Roll me that perception check.
Okay. 16.
16? 16.
Great,
16.
not bad.
You do notice there's no moving figures around you that are of a different sense of threads from the dream that goes on around you. You see different figures that are moving about the city almost calmly, like their day-to-day business. This city seems to be alive to an extent within the dream's parameters. Beyond that, the only thing you can see apart from that is probably through the corners of some of the buildings, down one alley, you can see into the dark black sand dunes at the center of this entire realm that you guys have seen thus far. These dunes of sand, you can see figures that are moving of a different sense, and it's probably only your true sight that's allowing you to see them at this distance. You can see that there's a horde of others at the center of this whole place.
Okay. No stragglers that I could possibly snatch.
Not nearby.
Okay.
Not nearby. Unfortunate.
But
I'm gonna roll for just no stragglers that are nearby. They seem to all be at that center, from what you can tell from here.
Okay, but could I just like mentally log where they are?
Yeah.
So for the future, I could hypothetically know where they are.
Yeah, you know that the horde is keeping to the black sands. For whatever reason, they are not wandering onto the edges of the stream where you guys are. The winding itself, the movement of the dream, as a side note, it's going counterclockwise, but it seems like the black dunes are always at its center. So you'll always be where they're at.
Okay, that's good to know. Very good information. This was a good fact-finding mission, guys.
Mm-hmm. And you guys know that if you guys had like just gone through initially, you guys would have been at the center of the black dunes. That's where you guys would have appeared without following Jenya's trail.
Good thing we didn't do that.
With that, Zimit, your turn. You are currently 250 feet or so from their portal that they're creating. So unless you can get there to where Konari's at, or create your own portal to get to where they're going, you're out in the wind currently. The creature itself, at least, is still tracking them rather than you in this moment.
Hmm.
And try to make your own portal to get up to us.
Okay.
Slingshot is still an option.
Trebuchet, perhaps?
Slingshot is still an option.
Slingshot.
Can I? So do I know that it is currently going after them?
Yes. Well, at least it's not turning to you as it's moving. So your assumption is that it's making its way towards them. Making its way.
Is there a way that I can, like, try to get its attention by I don't know, like by like Eldritch blasting it and then trying to create a portal, like trying to bamf over, like get its attention and
then bam. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Totally try to do that.
Direction.
Let's go ahead and give me a wisdom check for your imagining the portal itself.
Ooh, what's that? I can't see my wisdom. It's just a straight wisdom, right?
Yes.
14.
14. Okay, with a 14, you create a portal, and it looks to be relatively stable. You never know, though, until you step through. So you have your portal, and you can go ahead and fire off an Eldritch Blast if you wish.
It is technically three blasts, so...
Oh, amazing. Okay, you shoot off 3 blasts. Go for it. Roll those.
Oh, shoot. It wouldn't be... I don't have my rod, so it wouldn't be plus 11. It would be... It could be plus 9. So the first one is a 20.
Amazing.
Second one is a 17.
Hits again.
And third one is a 16.
Hits again.
Okay. All right. So all 3 hit.
The 16 does oh, actually, yeah, all of them hit. Never mind. Not a glancing blow.
Okay. And sorry, I'm blanking right now. Is for agonizing blast, do I get to add my charisma modifier to each individual blast?
Yes, every time you hit.
Okay. So the first one is 11.
Amazing.
Second one is 7. Third one is 14.
18, 32. Amazing. 32 damage on this thing, and okay. Yeah, it looks really as you blast into it and this greenish energy shoots across this purple landscape, it slams into the back of this nightmare that's chasing after its victim. It strikes into it and it burrows a hole straight through it, and your energy continues out the other side. The monster itself turns back to you, noticing you, and it changes forms. It shifts downwards from this gigantic, monstrous Jinyin, and instead it turns into your father.
Of
But
course.
it's daddy issues. Faceless mask of your father. You can tell it's his form. It's got his hair, his elegant suit. But instead of its chest, it's got a hole where its chest was, still dripping whatever black ick creates it. And its face is a void. It's just black instead of his actual face. As it moves towards you, it starts to run, and it's not that far from you. Yeah, you can definitely run, but first, when you see your father, you feel this cavernous fear of him. Unlike any feeling you've had recently, it is more the fear you had as a child when you first met him and first realized he was your father. Go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw. With advantage.
Would I not be stepping into the portal?
Mm-hmm. But you see him first.
Oh, okay.
This is just to see if you it won't change too much. We'll just see if you're afraid of him in the first place.
Clapped. That's an 18.
With an 18, you shake it off. The feeling of the past are the past. You are no longer a child, and you are no longer afraid of this man.
I'm not afraid of you anymore, Papa.
And you step through the portal. That's perfect. You step through the portal, and you are now facing a cavernous void in front of you. A small void, actually, in front of you that Konari created before. Nemo is nearby. He still hasn't stepped through yet, but you can. You have enough movement to jump over there and step through Konari's perfectly connected portal back home.
Nemo?
Took you guys long enough.
Let's go.
And you rush through the hole that Konari created in this existence. And when you disappear, Nemo, go ahead and what are you planning to do? You see this creature shift in shape, rush the other direction. It is now completely distracted from you guys. You're pretty much home free to step through, and you have ample time to do so as this creature was distracted by Zimet before he stepped through.
So who all is through?
Mm.
It's everyone but me and Jin Yin, right?
Everybody but you and Konari.
Konari was waiting to make sure everyone got through before she did.
Got you.
Because it's her
I
fault.
am going to imagine basically the ground falling out in front of me and Konari, falling out towards the creature.
Okay. Where do you imagine that void falls to? As you hold out your hands and you're starting to imagine the ground around you erupting and sinking away into nothingness. Where do you imagine that would end up?
I'd say the top of this realm.
Oh, in the sky. Okay. So you set this imagined tunnel in stone as well as you can. Roll me a wisdom check to see how solid it is.
How solid are you? 17.
17. You have been grasping this place, the rules of this place, relatively well. And as you step away, you get the idea. You see the creature turn and start to run towards you and shifting in form instead into a small child, the form that you remember being bullied back in school. A small Nemo rushing towards you with a hole in his chest. But as soon as it gets to this hole, it doesn't maneuver to get around it. It does fall through. And you see small child, bully child, the weak the weak one, falling to nothing below you. And you assume he'll appear beyond, but you don't wait to look. You step through the portal, and Konari does too. Both of you guys appear next to a portal looking into Raoden's magical workshop. You guys are watching. The rest of you guys see Karhale, who's looking off into the distance, creeping away from the portal. But you guys are all amid the movements of a city at the moment, but seemingly safe for the time being. You guys step through. What do you guys wish to do from here?
Yeah, we'll usher people towards the bigger portal, the one added here. Although,
Okay.
yeah, I'm bringing up the rear just to make sure everyone gets through as well.
Okay.
Shouldn't trust Nemo.
Ty,
Actually, I do want to make sure Jenyon and Nemo and Zene are
through.
getting into the portal.
yeah, everyone corralling everyone, making sure we're all through.
The men are
What
all
were you gonna
morons.
What were you gonna say, DM? Ty?
Oh, Ty, when Nemo is back with you guys, she does lean over and say, "It's good to have you back, Nemo."
Oh, she's so
Hi, Ty. Did you miss me?
She cocks her head and considers for a moment. Yes. And
Did you cause enough trouble while I was gone?
go through the tunnel, Nemo.
everyone shut through. Everyone shut through
Really
together.
fast, like right before I step through the portal, though, DM, I want to pull out my sword and just see what it does. I'm just really curious what pulling out my sword here does, because
Okay.
on the material plane up causing havoc. So
You hear the imagined sound of the sword scraping against the scabbard as you release it into this world. But what you hear that's not imagined is the sound of scraping and the crumbling of towers and buildings as everything around you starts to collapse. You hear the sounds of screams in the distance, and you hear, and in front of you, you see someone appear.
no, I will. Oh, no.
You see a figure appear. Roll me. You see a small figure. That which you recognize to be a qori soul. But instead of the same shape that Ty takes, you see someone all much taller, about twice her size, with this head that appears to be the shape of some animal, maybe, with antlers that crawl up taller and blacker. All of their threads are tinged in black, but they're still purples and reds throughout. The colors of the qori are there, and it's glowing. This creature is glowing like Ty does here. And you hear this voice, you hear this voice say, "You've returned. Did we do it?" And she steps towards you with her hand out.
Konari's freaking out, I think. Wait, does it seem like it's threatening? Or like...
Roll an insight check.
Okay, I can do that.
It doesn't seem threatening in of itself, though.
She's really curious about if it's, if it's wanting to take the sword from her or just like reaching out because it's curious, like what it's doing.
Mm-hmm.
What's my insight? 17?
17. It's curious, but also desperate at the same time. It's desperation is always unnerving because desperation could mean anything. You're not sure what they're going to do with that desperation. This creature steps forward with long, like taloned kind of fingers that are made of threads that are fraying at the edges. As it's reaching, did we do it? they do it. Please tell me. And walking towards you very quickly.
I don't know. She's gonna say, "Do what?" as she backs up through the portal. Like she's kind of like getting out of there. Like she's curious, but I'm putting the sword away and getting back to the portal.
Okay, you say, "Do what?" and you step out. You step through what feels like thousands of threads that are pulling you.
I mind link with it and say, "Do what?" So it maybe can respond to me if I do that. Maybe. No.
I would say once you step through, you mind link with it, but you feel immediately as you're stepping through the threads themselves, cutting off that connection.
Yeah.
But you see a spindly hand reaching through the portal with you as you're pulling back to the other side. You land, and everyone here, once she comes out, you guys see the hilt of the Janlu. Once you see the barest tip of the hilt, you guys start hearing the sound of flute music.
I put it away as soon as I possible, like as soon as physically possible. Like she's putting it as she falls through, like she's like shoving it away.
You pass through and you kind of stumble back into this room. You guys see a hand of energy reaching out through the portal. And Raoden goes, "What's that? What's that? Oh no, it's not." And he cuts off the portal immediately. And you guys see the portal disperse immediately, shrink down on itself, and the tiny hand that's reaching through is sliced off at the cutoff.
Oh no!
You see
That was
Don't go back.
fizzling down onto the ground, and these glowing threads fizzling down to the ground and starting to decay. Ty goes, wait, what is that? But she's in the lantern, so she's reaching out towards it, but she can't reach it.
I will move her closer. I'll let her look at it.
Roll a dexterity check. Your quickness will be determined. You can use your acrobatics.
You actually get to use your dexterity.
Yeah,
this time.
right? I actually get my regular dexterity, DM. When I'm rolling acrobatics, you said? Oh, good. That's a good one. 17.
17. Yeah, you rush forward, you swing the lantern down so that she's close enough to it, and she waves her fingers. The small threads that were fizzling down on the ground, she wraps around and starts to coil around her own finger. And she looks at them. It's part of the soul. It's soul threads. What was that? Oh, actually, let me change the music now as you guys come out of there. And she looks back at you and she goes, "That was a qori who was reaching for you."
That didn't look like any qori I've seen. Not that I've seen a lot, but...
Well, everyone's back. Isn't that lovely? Wonderful, wonderful. Nemo, welcome back. Jenyin, welcome back. Not that worse for wear, I see. He does take in Jenyin's arm that has blackened veins crawling up. He goes, "Perhaps worse for wear, but it seems our friends here have already prepared something in advance for you, my dear."
No hello to Zimmet? I see how it is, man. All right.
You weren't slept for the past couple days, Zimmet, dear. But welcome back, all of you.
Konari will kind of stand up, and she's gonna punch Nemo.
Slap to the jaw.
Ah,
You idiot! Why did you do that?
we were clearly we had it under control.
You had no way of getting back. You ran in there without a plan just to sate your own morbid curiosity for power.
Not yet. And we did get information that's helpful to all of you.
Why did you run in
Especially
the first place, huh? Why did you run in?
Karhale. Well, we did want to kill your father. But that's a side note.
Jenyin probably wanted He wanted to protect me. You went in because you saw an opportunity, and your greedy little bits can't pass up an opportunity. Stop it! You're messing up everything. She's like very like like you haven't seen her quite so worked up in a while.
I mean, if you love him that much, I'll stay away. But
you know what? Maybe that would be better for every. And Ty's like, no, Konari.
Yeah. We can calm down. It's okay. Jenyen's back. And no continuing problems.
Ty,
he's not your pet, Konari. Jenyen is his own man. He can do what he wants.
Yes, but he's easily goaded by people who pretend they're looking out for my best interests.
As they're arguing, Ty does respond to you, Zimit, and her eyes kind of like following their argument, but goes to you. Yes.
I possibly need your help on something. I think and he kind of like gestures to the necklace.
She looks down at it, eyes wide. But she does remember that you had spoken that word in qori from before, a while ago, and her eyes kind of the little pinpricks of light that stand as her eyes in the lantern kind of brighten all of a sudden, and then dim. What? Where did? It feels familiar, but what is that?
In that place. It's one of your kind, but different?
Oh my God. Oh no. Oh. It's they're inside of it? Is that what you're saying?
I think so. I didn't really know what it was until just then.
Would you let me see it?
Yeah, and he takes it off and hands it over.
As that's happening, and you tuck the necklace into the little lantern with between its slats, and her little threads fingers reaches around it and starts to examine it. Her eyes change a color, and you see that there's magic going on. And at the same time, Konari, you feel Jenyen's large paw on your shoulder, and he goes, Konari, I chose to try to stop someone who could accost you so easily, entrap you so dangerously.
Yeah, if anything, a thank you is in suffice.
Nemo, don't push your luck. I would
Konari
like
does look at Jenyen and is like, you need to be smarter too. That was dumb. And we're a team, so we stick together, yeah?
He nods and he goes, I did not expect to be where we were. That was unnerving. Difficult.
Well, maybe you'll think twice before following Nemo through strange portals.
He nods to this and he goes, perhaps you can check portals before we both run into Nemo. Next time.
I feel like, to Carly, I feel like the message is not getting across. I feel.
I wish I could be of help to you.
Okay.
But yes, you guys made it to the other side, found Jenyen, successfully pulled him back out again. Well done.
Yeah, Nemo.
A lot of that was really a natural 20.
Side note.
Jenyen,
No, that
I
was
think I have something. Jenyen, I think I have something that may help that.
Mm-hmm. Karhale, your eyes are focused on his hand that's spasming every couple seconds. Like the hand with the veins themselves seem to be turning blacker and blacker still the more he's out in the material plane like this. And he looks at you, looks at the hand that you're staring at, nods. You can fix this.
Maybe. Probably. For the sake of my people, I sure hope so.
He nods to you and he goes, much honor for one who can fix that which is broken. I break things. Konari breaks things. I respect your abilities.
I fix what I break. There's not much honor in
He follows after you, and Raoden walks up to you, Nemo, and he goes, so, I would love to see exactly what you saw, maybe take a look at those memories for just a bit. Just
You're not.
taste,
I'll give you a journal.
All right. Write it all here. Everything that you observed, anything. And he passes you a quill. He goes, it works with dictation. Speak and it will copy for you.
Okay.
He nods to you and drifts over to the other side. He goes to use him and he goes, the spell scroll I gave you. And holds out a hand.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, all good. He reaches for the
that
spell
was in
scroll.
character.
He goes, spell scroll. Pass it back. It costs much money to copy.
Looks at it real quick, folds it up, gives it back.
He puts it into the sleeve of his robe, and it disappears. He turns back to the rest of you, and he goes, all right, so the man we've put on pause for the moment, do you wish him back now, or do you wish him back later?
Later, I think we could use some time to just chill. It's been a hectic couple of days.
Very right. I will be off, unfortunately. Can never chill. I'm going to have to find a new head of house. And he moves out of the room.
Konari will kind of put an arm on him to be like, thanks. And then moves away.
He nods and he goes, oh, the gods know that you've helped me with many things thus far, so of course, Konari. And he stalks off towards his study, at least, the direction.
As Karhali is leading Jenyan back to the workshop, she'll give a brief aside to Nemo. I'm glad you're not dead again. And keep walking with Jenyan.
You know me and Jenyan, we've learned our lesson. We wouldn't die again.
I have not died once.
I was gonna say the same thing, and he's not dying either.
And Nemo, you hear an exasperated sigh.
Jenyan does go, though the fall was a close one to you, Nemo. And he leans in kind of conspiratorially a little bit.
What fall? What fall?
He kind of shrugs a bit with the face that, like, not that you see this, Konari. He shrugs a bit and he says, you had to be there.
I'm glad to see my humor is rubbing off on you.
Oh boy, I can't let too much more of you rub off on him. I won't stand here anymore.
He does not chuckle, but you do see a smile on his face, like a half smirk, Nemo.
Konari's getting whiplash. She's seeing and then not seeing, and then seeing and then not seeing twice over the past day.
Oh, because we were in that area for over an hour, right? Or were we?
really know how long it was.
Raoden tells you it was let's see. Wait, now I'm lost.
Time on the
More
outside.
time on the outside, yes. So it's only been, you guys were barely in there for like 30 minutes. So it was only about 15 here.
Everyone's
It would be
No, it's longer on the.
An hour here. Hour here, yes.
okay. Everyone still has true sight for about approximately 1 millisecond.
Yeah. All of you guys do see Zimit has a creature wrapped around his neck.
we would have noticed
Black. Like I would say, like it's very much in the way that Konari, that all of you guys glow. This thing is almost blended in with the scenery where you guys were. Everything in those blacks and purples and stuff. It was almost monochrome, blending in with everything else. So you guys wouldn't have noticed it as easily, especially with the focus you guys had going on. And Ty, the other creature that you encountered, Konari, both of them glow like you guys do. They have this liveliness to the colors of their threads that shows them to be alive. This does not have the same liveliness of color.
Interesting.
But yeah, you guys all see that. You see, what else would you see? You guys just see the smoky wisps of darkness on Konari's back.
All of Raiden's passwords.
It's almost like she's got tentacles behind her, like constantly, just because of this wavering blackness behind her. What else? Nemo.
The sword most definitely is cursed.
Yeah.
Dude, that sword's crazy. It just, DM, it was causing things to like just immediately crumble in the other world.
It seemed like everything was immediately crumbling. Yes, that was your visual and what you could hear.
But you're also a blind girl who doesn't really know what she's seeing, so it could have just been a.
No, totally.
That's definitely ableist.
It is crazy though. I'm not gonna lie. I want to mess around with this sword, but everywhere I try to use it, it just causes.
Just give it to Nemo. Let him open and like watch with binoculars from afar.
No.
And see what happens. If he blows up, if he doesn't blow up, then it's fine. You can just explore.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great point. I think we should do that. Who needs Nemo? On my way to go take Jinyin to get fixed, I'm going to check on Trig. Well,
oh, did Ty be able to tell Zimit anything about about the qori?
Oh yeah,
he's wearing around his neck.
Ty. Oh, I forgot to roll for her. Yeah. Oh, she rolls really well. Okay. She's observing this necklace, and you can hear it clanking on the side of the magic lantern, Konari. She turns to Zimit. Zimit, whoever made this necklace killed a qori. And they kept its remnant here. It's not unlike the mithril pendant, but it's more of the power source of this necklace. I don't know how someone would have done this, but that's all I can really tell based on what I'm seeing. Maybe they didn't kill some qori necessarily. Maybe they found a dead one that somehow was still here, even though our bodies disperse. I'm not sure, but somehow they got their hands on a dead qori and was able to keep it and use it.
Interesting.
You remember being told by your friend, who's no longer your friend, Sarithra of the Dalem clan of the Dalem province, you did learn that this was an old Hestrian artifact. So Insa recently kind of reiterating to you guys that Hestria use souls as power sources and stuff, it goes in line with the mindset that would be behind this jewelry.
Do you think there might be a way to free it?
Oh, well, yes, I believe crushing the necklace itself might. But I would be careful how you do so. It might not want to leave.
Oh, great. And then it just inhabits the person closest to it. Oh, looky there, it's me.
Exactly. I would be concerned unless you had if you could release it in in Dal Qor, perhaps it would not want to attach itself to you and would rather just exist in its own realm.
Well, if only I thought about that earlier.
Well, it's not unlikely that we'll be returning there eventually, right? Karhale's people.
It's fair. It's a fair point.
Mm-hmm. And now that you guys have a taste of the way my home is now, perhaps it'll go smoother next time.
Do you think you could possibly talk to it?
I could try. It's not exactly alive, though, so I could really only tell you what its last thoughts and feelings are.
I don't think I have anything to give that could help her out. I'm gonna give Ty guidance.
Okay. You give Ty guidance. Okay. So you reach forward and offer some of this dark help that you can wield. And as she reaches in to listen to it and to try to telepathically connect to this necklace and the dead creature within, let me get this thing pulled up. Okay. You reach in to speak to this creature and okay. She hears and she'll relay to you. She goes, "No, I can't leave him. I have to find him. He can't be without me." And she repeats much of a repetition of that. He's waiting for me. I have to find him. I have to get back. He won't forgive me if I'm gone. And then you hear a different repeated phrase where she goes, "I saw it destroyed, and I can't get back. Is it even there? Am I even here?" And it's just kind of repeated as though these are just the last thoughts in the throes of death.
Of what did you say?
Of death.
Oh, of death. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Ty does look up and she says, I think her name was Kira. Kira spelled Qira.
Of course. Not with a K.
Nope.
What was the second part of what you said? It saw something destroyed. It what?
It was destroyed. I couldn't get back. I can't get back. Yeah, it was destroyed. I can't get back. Is it even there? Am I even here?
Yeah.
And you get the idea that those are the whispers that you've been hearing for forever. And then you hear Ty will say one last thing, and she goes, "Sleep," which had been the word that you were using before. And she says it in common, and then she says it in qori, and you recognize it as the word you used to put someone to sleep before.
Sure. Thank you very much.
She passes it back to you, and she goes, I don't know if you would understand, but have you been having dreams, nightmares because of this?
He kind of tenses a little bit and kind of nods his head a little.
That would not be unfounded, because when a qori dies like this, they become the opposite of what we are. They become afraid husk of what they once were, and the afraid are dangerous. Back in my own home, it wasn't as common for that to happen, but sometimes it would. And you could never get rid of the afraid. They just were. Some dreamweavers were able to reweave them and bring them back into the fold, back into the tapestry, but it's harder to do and more dangerous to do. It's more likely that they would join them in their fate.
Do you think that there might be something within the nightmares that I could find to help?
Perhaps. From what I know, for the people that would try to reweave the frayed and bring them back, they would have to use something of a deeper connection for them, something that would help center them again, would help re-anchor them to the tapestry. Without that, you wouldn't be able to even attempt it, but sure, perhaps in the nightmares that this will infuse into you, you'll be able to find something like that. You all, when you were in Dal Qor, you have yourselves, you have your core, your sense of self. Without that, you would become the frayed as well. If you can find that for her, you might be able to. I might be able to reweave her, perhaps. I've never tried such a thing, but I could attempt.
Force healing, you say?
It's canon! We're Star Wars, Becky!
That's funny.
Okay.
But yeah. And with this, if you guys would all like to go find rest, you guys may.
Karhali's trying to heal Jenyin. Does that work?
Yes, let's go there. Karhale, as you are setting up and you're looking at Jaskier's notes, and some of his assumptions based on what he's experienced, you realize that a lot of it is pretty loose. You're not sure how much of an effect things are going to have, so you're going to have to just take chances with how much of a dosage he's going to need. So you can go ahead. Hold on, let me pull this up. You can go ahead and give him a dose to see how it affects him. You have 42 doses to work with. You guys know that it's going to take anywhere a range within that, but depending on the effects of how corrupted they are. But you can go ahead and give him a dose to see how that does.
Okay. Yeah, and I definitely want to be like closely monitoring and taking notes.
Mm-hmm.
As best I can.
Okay.
As I'm like measuring things out and working, I do want to say to him, you know, as stupid as that was, I am not upset to have a test subject to try this on. You're a lot less feral than my next subjects will be, so it's a good time to experiment.
He goes, I understand. I've been an experiment for many things, many times. I am the best choice for this job. He shakes his hand. He goes, like a get on with it. His hand's still spasming in your hand. Every time you feel it, you can feel his muscles tensing around the blighted region.
The experimenting they did on you, did it ever help anyone?
He goes, the experimentation, and he seems to be, his eyes just kind of go into the distance as he's saying this. He goes, the experiments were arranged. Spells, poisons, anything for them to understand more of my kind, of what I am. And to test the spells themselves. Like the spells in the journal, some were practiced on me before I was connected to the doll. And you understand he's referring to the control on him that was wielded by whoever held the doll. His soul was attached to that doll by those chains that Shy Sprout ended up breaking before.
Wait, are you saying that Konari's doll is the controller?
It was. Yes. Oh, you would have known that. Yeah, so he expresses that here.
What? I don't think I'm in the room though, so that's
Yeah, you're not.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
He does lean over and he says,
I might mention it later.
express that to Konari.
Oh. Okay.
She does not know the intentions they had in using her gift to me. He just kind of shakes himself out of it. They needed something important to me for it to work.
I see. Well, today you get to choose. I don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I think you'd want me to heal you.
Yes, heal me. There is no question. He's not even really fazed about the concept of the experimentation or not. It seems too normal to him for him to understand why you think it's a bad thing.
And today you help people.
He nods and he goes, that is good.
So don't do that again. But thank you.
He nods to you and holds the arm out closer to you, like bumps your shoulder with it. It hurts.
Yeah, I'm working on it. It's precise measurements.
You are as strong as Konari, and yet you are not as fast as Konari. And he seems to like smirk to himself as a joke.
Well, Konari doesn't know what half of this shit does, so I don't want to hear it about I'm slow.
She would be able to figure this out. She would understand this.
She can't see the difference between those two jars.
She could taste the difference.
That one would kill her if she did.
I doubt it. She is immune to poison now. They do not affect her. She tested it.
That was probably stupid. Okay. Well, I'm doing my best.
he pats you on the shoulder and he goes, I apologize. I don't know what I was doing. You may continue.
I'll just keep working, but a bit flustered now.
So you test with one dose to see if it has any effect. Visually, from what you can tell, as you pour it over the affected region, and you're trying to kind of pull it and let his skin soak up this potion here, you see that there's very little change on the surface, and from what you can observe, you note this down. Whatever stage he's at is further along. So you try a couple more doses. It's not until the third dose that you see he seems to tighten up in pain, and he kind of grabs the arm that's presently being worked on. It spasms, and you kind of have to hold him down for a minute. But you can see that the black starts to recede a bit. Go ahead and give me a D20 roll. Well, actually, this is his roll. So this is go ahead and roll it for me, and I'll add the. What is your roll?
I'm kind of sad. It was so close to a 20, but then it was a 15.
A 15? Still great, though. That's a 23. And with that, you see that with the 3 doses, the skin starts to clear up. And as he scrunches up in the pain and his claw kind of sinks partially into your forearm, he pulls his claws away and apologizes. But you see the black ebb away entirely as some blood drips down your arm. I'm sorry.
It is fine.
But thank you. And he draws the hand away and wipes it on the nearest cloth that you have on the table.
Were you hurt anywhere else?
No. This is the hand that I used to catch myself in the sand.
You're sure?
He pulls up the tunic that he's got and looks around a bit, and he shakes his head, and I believe I'm fine beyond that.
Even little ones.
He examines himself. He doesn't check very long.
Karhale doesn't trust someone like her to be honest about their injuries.
Oh yeah. He doesn't look around anymore. He makes the gesture of looking down at his legs or something, and he goes, "No," and then he stalks away.
Very good. Okay. Hi, Karen. Come say hi to everyone.
Karen,
come say hi to everyone.
And with that, Janine is also healed. By the way,
I'm free at last. Thank God.
Hi, Karen.
Yes.
You look beautiful. That's my old shirt. I forgot I gave that to you.
This one?
Karen stole it?
No, I gave it to her. I'm pretty sure.
I'm teasing. I'm just
I think back when we were rooming together, I did.
Way back when.
Yeah. Aww, so sweet.
I'm so happy.
She leaves us tomorrow, early in the morning.
Tomorrow. So excited.
Dropping back to Indiana. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And I have left that workplace.
2 weeks.
Oh yeah, last day. Wow.
Yeah, it was my last day of work.
Hooray.
Ooh.
Left there at 5:43.
36 seconds.
Yeah.
Wow, you're so great.
Actually, no, it was 5:43 and 52 seconds. Clock now.
Oh,
Crazy that you know that.
I do because I was like, should I let it wait to turn 44? And I was like, I'm already like 2 minutes over time I was supposed to stay, so I guess I'll just clock out now.
good job, Karen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Pack
happy
now.
weekend.
Now.
I know that's what
Yeah.
I'm going to do.
Yeah. Don't wait till it's 2
Why do you
a.m.
think I'm going to wait till it's 2 a.m.? Okay,
I would not be surprised.
You know, I am last minute, but when it comes to driving, I'm serious. Like I
Okay.
Comes
I go
to
to
driving, I'm serious.
Okay.
like trust me. I
So me helping you pack is one thing, but when you're driving, it's a different thing.
Well, because I have to stay awake when I'm driving, so I have to get 8 hours of sleep.
Makes sense. Makes total sense.
Okay.
Don't worry, Isabel. I see your quizzical look. It makes sense.
Sure,
Yeah.
Karen. I trust you, I suppose.
Good job, and I'm very proud
When
of you.
she's driving, she's serious.
She's serious.
Yeah.
Love you, Karen.
Have
Love you,
fun.
Karen.
Ah.
Thank you. Okay, so with that, Carly, you do see behind you a still slumbering Trig. His breathing is still even. You check his pulse; it's still normal. You're still not sure why he's still under, but it has only been 2 days. So what Jaskier had said before, he wasn't sure why he was still asleep, but he had said that perhaps his body's just recovering still.
Yeah, I don't care if Jenyon hasn't walked away yet. I give him a punch on the shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
I grow impatient.
You yeah, Jenyon has walked away.
Yeah.
He did. But when you move to say that and everything, you see instead a servant who stepped in. What did you say again?
She was
Oh.
punching Trig.
Yeah,
She
I
moved
said.
to-
I
Oh,
just said I grow impatient.
Oh, got it.
To Trig, yes.
For some reason, I thought you said Jenyon. Okay, you punch him, punch his shoulder, and there's no response. You hear, "I'm sorry. Were you talking to me?" And you see Funnel, the servant, stepping up behind you.
No. Just thinking aloud.
Oh, all right. I was just coming inside so I could fetch some of the bird feed. And he walks behind you to Jaskier's desk, grabs some bird feed from inside the desk, pulls it out. You hear it inside its little container, and he moves out and he goes, Shannon's gone, so I don't know. So no one's feeding the birds, so I thought I would.
I appreciate it, Funnel. Thank you.
Oh, of course. And he nods. Thank you, Mrs. Bearbane. I would do anything for all of you guys, so of course. And he steps out. Konari, Zimmet, and Nemo, what are you guys up to in the rest of the castle?
I sleep.
Yeah.
Probably
You're surprisingly, Nemo is not blighted within his
that
time.
is crazy, actually, that Nemo is.
Mhm.
Me and Jen Yen are actually gonna share a bunk from now on. So
No.
They're besties.
I mean, I guess
he actually invited me to y'all's cave. So you know.
Yeah, but they got bunk beds because no homo.
Jenyon does go off. When he left Karhale, he went off to find Konari. Let's see. Other connections here. I would also say, actually, this is nighttime. This is 11 p.m., give or take. Still about 11 to 12, pretty much, when you guys have left. And it is quite late, so never mind. This won't come into play. Jenyon does go find Konari. he does express to you a bit of a apology at scaring you in the whole situation. And he does this very quietly. He just kind of comes to you, stands for a moment, and puts a hand on your shoulder, and you get entirely what he means.
Yeah, Konari just nods.
Mm-hmm. And you feel his whole body kind of take a breath, and you don't feel the spasming of the left hand of his left claw anymore.
Good.
And he goes, Karhale was able to draw whatever it was out.
Good. I'm sure that made her very happy.
And he goes, I do not fear myself, no. What you saw, what they saw, what chased us. I do not fear myself, I just fear what I was. That is far from me now.
Well, as long as I'm alive, you won't have to go back to that. Or as long as I'm alive, I will do everything I can to make sure you don't go back to that. But, yeah, you get the point. Is it in poor taste to say it was kind of badass, though? Is that really awful to say? I had not seen it before. It is pretty scary. Like, I understand what you're whipping our butts.
He nods. And he goes, it was frightful, yes. I understand the reactions now.
I mean,
it was badass.
Honestly, yeah. But no matter what form you take, you could never scare me. It's okay.
His hand kind of pats for a second, and he goes, we should rest. I should rest. Will you come?
Yeah, of course. Are you gonna stay in the cave, or are you gonna go be with your new best bud?
He does chuckle, like a soft rumble in his chest. He goes, we shall see. I can invite him if you wish.
No, that's not what I meant.
Slumber party.
I need him to think I'm still really mad at him.
Don't take out too much on him. You can yell at me if you feel the need.
I think Ty thinks I've done enough yelling for one night, but thanks.
He's rather thick-skinned, even though he is so small. And that's Ty hanging behind you.
I am glad he's back, Ty, okay? He needs to learn someday to think.
True. But sometimes, I can understand the impulsiveness. It's rather impressive.
I suppose.
With that, and you can make your way to the cave to rest, and Nemo rests, and Zimit, can you do anything before you go to rest?
I was trying to debate whether I wanted to try to do this or not, but
we should always do it.
Oh man.
Okay, fine. You've convinced me. I'm going to try to, in essence, I'm going to act or choose to fail the save.
Oh.
Nightmares.
Okay.
To
totally.
Try to see if there is some sort of deeper understanding that I can get from the qori or
If you do a bunch of drugs beforehand, that'll help too.
I do have a shot of Dreamweaver still.
Dream moss.
That's so true.
Dream moss.
Dream drugs.
Ask the DM.
Dream moss is very useful too. Dream moss is in essence a short-lived true sight, pretty much.
Is there a way I can cast True Sight on myself as I go, as I actively fail?
Unfortunately, I don't think it'll work for that, just because this is you seeing someone else's memories. It's while you're in your subconscious as well.
Okay.
So it's not necessarily you stepping to see something yourself. It's more just you seeing something from someone else's perspective.
Okay.
Or at least you could attempt it and see if it does do anything. I shouldn't have actually said that. You wouldn't know this information.
I'll try it. I'll try it without first.
Okay. So you go to sleep in the evening, and you feel this sense of unease, as you have ever since putting on this necklace. But you've always kind of shaken it off and slept anyway, pushed past it, or didn't need to sleep at all. To which you do still need to rest for 4 hours, and you don't necessarily need to go under to do that anymore. But this time you do. And when you close your eyes and you try to let the whispers of this creature wash over you, you are sunken into the deluge of memory. As you are sunken into this deluge, you hear sounds of crying. You hear sounds of a language that you now understand as your home language, your language. You hear the sound of a man's tears as your mother, she has now joined the fray. She was so heroic. She could have been so much more. But for reason she devolved like the rest of them. And that hasn't happened. She's saved. She has rewoven many thus far. But now Nixa has joined the fray, as so many have before her. Even more insane is that Nixa is a descendant of some of the first dream weavers ever trusted with the first loom. She was more powerful than you or your father could have understood. You were going to be just like her. You wanted to be part of the fifth loom. You wanted to be able to reweave people. Reweave other qori souls, just like her. But not. Sometimes fate doesn't work out that way, and the warp drifts one way, the weft takes you another. You realize that the despair in this moment is a changing point for whoever you are right now, Zimet. And you feel that name, Kira, echo and resonate within your soul in this moment as you're seeing from this perspective. After that, you feel the sense of dread as more and more qori are falling for the frays, for the frayed edges of Dal Qor. And you hear the shouting, the panic of the masses as something is coming and something is causing the disruption to the tapestry in this way. You understand that the thrumming at your guys' core, the thrumming within the society in your guys' political, almost like a coliseum, it seems to you, where all of the qori stand together and join this thrumming. They come to a conclusion that they try to come to a conclusion, but they're all arguing too much. They can't stand agreeing with this God to do as this God says. Why would they trust someone they find to be below them? They can't. Half of them believe and half of them do not. You were part of the group that did not. You tried to find a different way. You and your father wanted to find a different way. But when you were separated, you had to survive on your own. And the material plane is not friendly to a creature such as yourself. And everyone had to reweave themselves. Those who went rogue like you had to reweave themselves. And you were not successful. You tried to get home, but you couldn't find it. At a certain point, you couldn't even remember where you were. Is it even there anymore? Are you even here? Are you even you anymore? But you have to get back to him. Your father's he's waiting for you. You told him you would find him. In the chaos, you made a promise, but you won't be able to keep it. And that's all you really remember.
And that was more or less from the qori's perspective, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you said, just to double check, Nixa was the descendant of one of the first Dreamweavers, correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And, okay. Okay.
You go ahead and give me an insight check.
Ew.
Ew.
But there's as good a time as any to hopefully use this. But first, let me see if I get a good roll. Okay, that is a pretty good roll. I'm going to use my 1d10 of inspiration for this.
After this, DM, can we take a pee break?
Yes.
Okay.
Woo, woo. That is a. I'm trying to do math. 21.
Oh, 21 is really good. Okay, with the insight check, as you're looking for something that could be the core of herself and what she sees herself as, who she sees herself as, and the anchor that can be used to kind of bring her frayed edges back together. You decide amongst the memories it has to be her father, her connection to her family. You understand that evoking the memories of that family will bring her more in touch with the tapestry once again.
And is there how would I know how to do that?
You probably won't, but you know that Ty suggested that she might.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. And so with that, though, you do not take a full rest because failing the saving throw gives up your full rest. Not that you need it. I feel like you're pretty much fine on.
I mean, I could use my luck points.
Oh, that's true. Okay, so you'll have to take another full rest to try to wake up.
But I technically take 4
But-
hours, right?
Yeah, it's true. You could attempt again. That's a good point. Good point. 4 hours for your short rest, for your long rest. And when you wake up, you feel yourself not at all rested. You can lay down again and continue trying to rest.
Yep. It's gonna take
This time,
a long
go ahead and make another saving throw. We'll see if it works this time.
What kind of saving throw?
This is going to be. Let me double check. This is going to be a wisdom saving throw. Yeah, I should have just gone with that. Obviously, what it was going to be. But with that, let's go ahead and take a break. And we'll see if Zimit is fully rested next time. What was your roll, though?
17.
17. Okay. You actually do get your rest. So Zimit sleeps, everyone sleeps. And we'll come back to that next time.
I had a brief thing before we rest, but it's a brief thing.
Okay.
Oh, we could do it after the break.
Okay, got it. For a second, when you said rest, I was just replacing that with break. So I was like, oh. Loves. I just wet myself. I dumped water all over me.
Well, why'd you do that?
I didn't mean to. Drying myself with my hair. So annoying. Danielle texted me and do a family call.
Tonight?
Yeah, I think my dad's. I think I misspoke earlier when I was talking to Isabel because I'd said my. I think my dad's PET scan. It must be later in the week or next week, but it's actually today. I think. Because they got the results back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not sure where we're gonna go from here necessarily. I was all ready to stay in the Dal Qor for so long,
Mm-hmm.
so we'll see what
He
you guys.
escaped.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to be fair, we could just go right back.
It's true. Well, Raoden can't cast it again, but maybe you can.
Yeah, I can.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Totally.
How high of levels spells do you have right now?
0.
No, I'm saying in general.
Oh, I don't know. I lost my upgraded sheet.
Oh, Nathan.
I don't know where it went. I can only assume it was lost at. I genuinely have no idea. Born to game or something?
Oh my goodness, Nathan.
Unless,
You need to recreate Nemo's character sheet.
we said what?
You should recreate his character sheet. Hi.
I did. That's what I lost.
So this is why you need it to be digital, Nathan.
Aren't you the one that's
That's
like?
why
everything
you're
that
the worst,
shouldn't be digital?
Nathan.
No, I say I like having paper in front of me too, so I print out my digital documents.
You have a digital version.
Nathan, you're the
that
best.
prints
Don't
out.
listen to them.
He's the
Yeah.
best with zero character sheet currently.
Jen
Yeah.
Ian likes me.
Nathan, let me see if I have your
Liz,
sheet.
look what I made.
Because you never sent me a new one when I asked you
Yes.
to.
Look
Oh,
what I
nice.
made.
Is that like a swim?
It's a
overthrow?
poncho.
Yes.
Oh,
Poncho with a
Poncho.
butterfly on it.
I mean, it could be a cover-up, Nathan.
Yes, it could be a cover-up.
Hello.
It is
Sorry. I
hot.
have a bit of a headache, so I was trying to make some caffeine to, I don't know, help. Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
I probably should have drank a latte earlier because I'm not doing too hot.
You said you wanted a dandy blend, so I made you a dandy blend. And not
Yeah,
a coffee.
Jared. Come on, Jared.
I gave you the puppy face of like, oh, you should do that for me because you know.
And I made you a dandy blend because I said, do you want a dandy blend or a latte? And you said a dandy blend, so that's what I freaking made you. And now here he is complaining that it wasn't a latte when what he asked for was a dandy blend.
I want you to read my feelings, not what I say.
Gosh, you're such a girl. Anyways, we're doing great, guys.
Do not have your character sheet, Nathan. You never sent it to me.
Jared, at some point, I want to, because I'm playing a warlock in Aaron's campaign, and I really want to know how you got your to hit bonus so high, because I want to get mine up that
Part
high.
of it was Liz. So that is
Liz made some allowances.
Liz made an allowance on one thing.
Oh, I see.
2 things, at least. The fireball ability.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not to my to hit though.
That's true.
That's a little bonus, but however, it's not worth like
It's a minimal bonus.
It's not worth like 3 out of the 4 times I've used it. Where is my sheet at? Oh, let's see here. So I have a Rod of the Pack Keeper, which gives a +2 to my spell attack and DC.
I figured you had that, and then Liz gave you some buffs or something.
I would have to relook. I would have to go back and relook at it all.
It's fine. It's all good. I was just curious.
But I have my charisma at a +5, so
totally.
If I could go higher, I would.
PSA to Izzy, while you're making a poncho, when you put the tassels on, do every other first. Because
I remember
twice have I put all tassels on every space in the poncho and decided I hated it and took half of them off.
Fair.
So this time, we're only doing half. We're doing every other and making sure that I like it before I go and do all of them.
Smart.
Love it.
Okay, let's get back into this. Nathan, where are you going?
He's bringing me food.
Of course, Nathan leaves right now.
Right now, such a knack for getting up and leaving the second we start.
The second I decide I want to start.
Okay, wait. I need to get up and get something.
I'm just getting a little drink.
Okay. So let's get back into this. You guys are able to sleep. Zimit, you hear the whispers of another language that you do not understand, but you are not overtaken by them, and your rest is full. Konari and Karhale, Nemo, all of you also are able to rest without trouble. But before that, Karhale had a thing I forgot.
Carly does have a thing. It's just a brief thing. I was going to use my sending stone before dawn.
You already used it in this evening, or you used it before this. It hasn't reamped.
JK, I was just gonna throw out a quick message because I thought I hadn't used it today.
You're fine. I just thought about it because I was like, oh, maybe it would be time for a message. No, it wouldn't. So that's why I was like, he was gonna contact you probably first when it comes on again. So with that in mind, you guys are able to lay down, get your rest. Karhale probably rests near Treg in the healer's room, and Konari, you rest with Jenyen in the cave. Nemo sleeps with you guys in the cave because he goes and bunks with Jenyen.
No,
and Nemo sleeps up in Shy Sprout's room, which is presently clear with all the animals.
Just me and you and you and me and us and your friend Steve.
Wait. Is Nemo or Konari Steve?
Oof, that's a good question. Probably Konari Steve at this point, right?
That's interesting. But nonetheless, you guys wake up. Specifically, Karhale wakes to a message on the sending stone. And you hear you feel the warmth of the stone wake you up as you've fallen asleep holding it. And as you wake, you hear Jasker's voice kind of halfway through the first phrase he was saying, which was actually going well. And actually going well. I believe it's the same form, or at least derived of the same. But as farther along, I'm not sure I can save him. If I don't, they'll probably try to kill me. But Raoden gave me a failsafe, and I plan to contact you if it comes to. But he gets cut off at if it comes to that.
He's the worst at word utilization for this.
Mm-hmm.
He's one of those the coins click and he's like slamming the thing. How did I run out of time?
Yeah.
Okay. So he said they've got he has a failsafe that Raoden gave him if he fails. Okay.
But he did say things were going well in the first place.
Mhm.
So thus far it's going well, but that the child is very far gone. Like
Mhm.
the illness has gone farther than it should have. But yeah, so that's pretty much where he's at.
Okay.
But
Um,
he didn't sound despairing or anything like that. More just being honest about their status.
okay. I'll respond back. You'll win. Hold on. I gotta make sure that I cut down my previous message that I had thought by 2 words. Got Nemo and Jen Yin.
Oh, nice.
I found them. Another plane, they're all herded together. I'm going back. Need ideas on dispersion method. I need you.
Make sure you PS to Shy.
No PS to Shy. I have it in my head that Jeskier intentionally went somewhere that Shy couldn't see him to send this message because he keeps getting interrupted by Shy for every message, who's taking up his words that he already sucks at for this thing.
Just the fact that it was quiet, or like it was only his voice, you get the idea that it's true.
The camera zooms out and then zooms back into their cam, and you see Shy like, "Aw, she misses me."
Yeah.
I think as soon as I get up, I'm probably gonna go check in with Raoden to see what that failsafe was, just for my sanity.
Yeah, you rush over to where Raoden might be. You try a couple rooms before you actually find him, but he actually you try a couple rooms. You don't find him right away, but in turning to the idea that he's probably in one of his magical rooms, you walk around on some of the doors, and one of the servants ends up going and using the magical like bell that's supposed to call for him when he's elsewhere. And eventually you hear the sound of stone shifting and turning, and then footsteps as Raoden pops back out of one of his hidden rooms. And down the hallway, he calls out, and, "Oh, I'm over here, dear," whoever it was calling me. "My office?" And sweeps over in that direction. Door opens, papers everywhere. It has not been cleaned from the recent chaos of the activities that has been happening at his estate. And he's shifting things over so you can sit down again. He goes, "All right, I believe I have come to a final decision on whether or not to replace Adar, in which case I am not. We'll just hand all of his responsibilities over to the next one up."
Cool.
What?
You should probably give them a raise if you do that.
Of course. I intend to, of sorts. I don't know if it'll make that much of a difference. I assume she will be angry nonetheless. But Can't help it. It is what must happen, as I do not trust anyone else.
Quick question. Jaskier mentioned you sent him with a failsafe of some kind, and I'm slightly concerned as to what that might be due to the fact that before he left, neither of you told me what that was.
Oh, I'll say simple stone calling, I suppose. He presses his finger to the ring, and it'll warm on my end if he is in danger. Well, he'll press his finger if he's in danger. If he is not, then this ring will not warm at all. And he shows his hand. He points at one of the 12 rings on his hand.
Okay, so just if it happens, you pop over and get him. Yes?
Yes, in theory. Of course, it wouldn't have worked last night because I spent all the spells that I was cast out of the ability to do so. But from here on, I'll hold on to one of them at least.
Okay. It seems to be going well, but he would be able to fix it were the child not so far gone, so it's not certain.
Wonderful. And if this can help my connection with the Kalukigo tribe, then that'll be wonderful as well.
Did you have a previous connection with the Kalukigo?
I would say a not particularly good one. I normally purchase crystals from them from time to time, but it is not benefactory relationship. Yes, wrath crystals. They own the mines that they come from.
Ah, that makes sense.
The dwarves have a standing arrangement with them to mine in their territory, so to speak.
I see.
I believe you perhaps came into contact with Rotham, and Rotham is pretty much the individual they have the agreement with.
No? Who's that?
I could have sworn. Well, he was at the party nonetheless.
Okay, well, thank you.
Oh, of course, dear. Thus far, I do believe Jaskier is in a good state. But, of course, if something changes, I will contact you first. Just make your way to my teleportation room, and we'll go out from there.
Sorry for if things were to go badly.
Yes. It's not instantaneous what I can do. Well, at least I can do it the once. I might be able to do it the twice, but if I can't do it the twice, then I'll have to go with a slower method of getting back.
Nemo.
Dreadful seconds.
Okay, so if I were to possibly drag Nemo with us, you could take both of us there, and then Nemo could take us all back.
Oh yes, I could take all of you.
Okay.
Yes.
Magic people are crazy. And I walk away.
You leave to the sound of his laughing, a little bit more tickled than it probably should have been at the comment. But you walk off. Once you do, you run into Marion, Marion the half-orcish housekeeper, the kind of head of house for the cleaning of the house. You run into her, and she looks a bit disgruntled, holding stacks upon stacks of books and different just all the accountant stuff, everything that Adar would have taken care of and everything. And she bumps into you, something falls to the ground. She goes, yeah, pick that up for me, pick that up.
I will, and when I put the book back on top, take nothing less than at least double
I will
what you are
take
being paid.
double. Everything that Eldar was paid is now mine as well. With
Good
a
woman. Good woman. Bleed him for what he's worth.
And she just breezes past you and throws his door open. He goes, "Oh yes, Mary, my dear." And she goes, "Shut up," and drops the stack of books on his shelf.
She's good for him.
You're gonna have to explain to me everything that he did. Yeah. And she slams the books down.
I will also be wanting to talk to Raoden at some point, but I was looking to go first. Just letting you.
Okay.
I was wanting to talk to Alder.
Well,
Alder's in the
Incapacitated.
deferred.
You'll
But you
need
can definitely
Raoden
try to get in there if you want.
Well, I mean, I guess what's her face, Miria would know.
Yeah.
I was waiting.
What are you wanting to know?
I was waiting for Alder to get back with me on a cloak of displacement.
Oh yes, Aldrich. Sorry, very similar names. Aldrich.
Aldrich, not Alder.
Different guy.
Alder's the
bad.
Yeah.
My bad.
Yeah. No, you're good. You're good.
Alder was Raoden's head of staff.
I was
Yeah,
like,
Aldrich
hey, buddy, we're
Mayweather
gonna wake you up.
is the local shopkeep, and yeah, he would be getting back to you soon.
My bad.
All good. Yeah, so anyone else up to anything? And then
Nemo, do
you
you
guys
wanna-
have to decide what you guys want to do next.
Yeah.
Do I want to what?
Oh, I was gonna say I have something I want to do with Raoden, or talk Raoden about really quick. But you haven't talked in a while, so do you have anything you want to do, or is Nemo up to anything?
I'm still cuddled up with Jen Yin, so we're sleeping in late today.
Nobody was expecting that.
It's the perfect moment to say that.
That was funny.
But no, I'm good.
Okay, well,
I am detoxing and I'm feeding Shy's owls.
Aww.
There's-
Detoxing.
Yeah, you can see
Oh.
I've done something because the little owlets that are now born that are chirping have like weird wisps of blue energy on their wings.
That's so cute.
I'm gonna go with
though.
you casted some kind of spell on the eggs, and that's how you messed with it. I hope it's. Yeah, that's weird, Nathan.
Yeah, we'll see.
When they hatched, they imprinted on Nemo.
Aww. That's kind of cute.
That's really cute.
That's true. I mean, Shy's gone for a while, so.
Mm-hmm.
right.
With that, Konari, what do you have to say to
Konari-
Raoden? And then Dimit, were you planning to approach Ty as well?
Yes, I was gonna find Konari to talk to Ty.
Okay.
Great. We can do that first. I don't really care.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. Ready? Which happens first?
3, 2, 1.
Pick evens or odds, Dimit.
Odds.
Odds. Konari's happens first.
Okay.
Zimit, you get to Konari. You look around for Konari, but you don't find her until someone directs you towards the office, and you make your way up there. But Konari, you make it to Raoden's office earlier in the morning.
Okay.
When you came in, a lot of the remnant of the party has been cleaned up at this point, so everything is pretty much mostly back to normal, except for a couple tents that have not been taken down. But for the most part, you wouldn't have even known that someone tried to kill you yesterday or the day before. But yeah, so you go up to his office, knock on the door, and when you come in, you come in the middle of an argument about bookkeeping, and Mary going, "None of this makes sense. And then Raoden going, No. He had a system. You're going to have to learn the system. I don't know the system. It was his system." And she goes, "Well, none of these books make any sense. And if I'm to keep them for you, then you're going to have to decode them for me. You're not paying me for that." And she gets back up and moves away. As she does so, she goes, "Use one of your spells or something." Turns around and stalks out. She bumps you on the way and she goes, "Sorry," and pushes past you.
Good morning, Raoden. Domestic dispute?
Ah, yes. Ah, the worst kind. What are you here for, my dear?
Well, 2 questions. One, since I'm kind of sort of banned from the village, is there any way you can help me get another sending stone? I'll pay you back for it, but Nemo broke my last one.
You would
so
think Raoden would have like a ton of those just
I
laying
don't know.
around.
She doesn't want to leech off him for everything.
No.
He's just got like a desk drawer full of them.
Yeah.
Yep.
I took this off one of the
What are these?
corpses
These
that's
are
in
my
that other room.
these are my burner stones.
Mhm. These are my paperweights.
My burners.
He goes, "Oh, alas, my dear, I don't believe I do have any on hand that are not any pairs, nonetheless." He actually does turn to the shelf behind him. He waves his hand, and one of the shelves of books disappear. The illusion itself disappears, and instead there's stone upon stone, like just laying in a line. There's probably like 40 laying on the shelf just across the board. And he's looking at all of them. They all have different symbols, different notations, different titles associated with them. And they're grouped into location as well. So like the left-hand side has Kel, and then everything there is labeled under Cal. And then the right-hand side, everything there is labeled under, et cetera, is labeled under Elithkar and within provinces. And then he has 2 that are labeled within Tal, but only the 2. And he goes, well, actually, correction. I do believe he go ahead and roll me a d20, and we'll take even or odd.
You said even or odd?
Mm-hmm. Go, or let me know if it were even or odd.
It was odd.
It was odd. Okay, so then he goes to the stone and he goes, oh, well, I do believe, according to my other information, my other little birdies, he sits back down again, that my spy Kendrick was killed recently, so you can use his. The other side is missing, so I will have to re-enchant a stone to match this one. It will take me the better part of a day.
Okay, no rush. No rush. Obviously, you're a busy man, but when you get a chance, that would be nice in case Zhenyan goes running off again. And
all
then
right. Least I could do for my favorite Shadow's End partner.
Do you tell that to everybody?
Yes, I do.
You know, you can be Konari. No, wait.
Are you flustered, dear? Is it my good looks? I understand. Many people tell me all about the purple eyes and sinking into
Your
the depths.
good looks really affect me. Really deeply affect me. All right. Yes, I will take it. Thank you. When you have a chance. Second thing, I would like to use one of your, I'm guessing you have some sort of access to some sort of magical room plane thing that's like doesn't have any people on it. Like basically if I wanted to do reckless things, it wouldn't hurt anybody.
Oh, yes, testing laboratory, of course. I use it for any new spells that I've been testing out myself.
Could I use one of those for a few hours? And in exchange, you can talk to Ty for a while and pick her brain. I'm sure you've been wanting to talk to her.
I would love that. Of course, please.
Although I think I have to be there for when you talk to her.
Pimping out Ty.
Well,
Wow.
how about this? I get to spend time with Ty as long as you are in the room experimenting on your whatever. Because, I mean, you don't want to injure Ty in your experimentation, do you?
Only if you record the entire conversation. Because
I could definitely do so, my dear. He considers it and he goes, I'm sure I have something that can do such.
just so you know that I will be listening back on it, and
Of
you will be
course.
accountable.
Of course.
As long as Ty, if you're okay with that.
Oh,
You
yes.
can
No,
go.
I love conversation. And he actually does know my language, so I was speaking with an accent.
I was like, whoa, what is this?
And he actually does know my language, so that would be wonderful.
Okay. But you're in control, Ty, so if he's asked anything you don't want to do, you don't have to do it. No pressure.
Of course. Thanks.
He's
And okay. I don't really know what he might push me to do, but I'll tell him no to anything, just on principle.
Good on you. All right. So you let me know when's good for you, and I'll use your fancy room, and you can talk to Ty.
Amazing. Amazing. I would love to. And please, be my guest. The room is first door on the right when you step out, actually.
Okay.
He raises his hand, and you feel a little spark of energy on the air as he says this. And he goes, it should be open and easily accessible for you.
Wonderful. All right. So I'll leave Ty with him, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, you lean the little magic lantern up against the desk, and he goes, so, Ty. And he places a small little gemstone that's in a little bracelet on top of the desk. He kind of cranks the gemstone, and it starts to glow a little bit. Not that you would see this. You just hear the small click. And he goes, so, Ty, please tell me, what was your home like? And she goes, okay, and starts to describe a place that you've seen before in her dreams.
Love it. Okay, I will go find this laboratory room thing.
Amazing. Okay, so you
Holly.
first on the right, you do find a laboratory that is it's so instead of a laboratory, it's just a bare, empty stone room. There's no windows, there's no doors. Once you open this stone, the door itself moves for you. Once you step inside, it closes again, and it's almost seamless.
Question, because I was asking him about something that's like either not on this plane and or like magically like somehow
I would say you can't quite tell whether it's completely separate plane-wise or not. You wouldn't necessarily be able to know yourself, but you can attempt to try to contact someone on the other side with your telepathy.
Okay, sure. She'll reach out because it's just around the corner. She should be able to reach out to Raoden.
Exactly. And you try to reach, but there is no mind for your telepathy to reach towards. Okay. Not where you thought there would be.
There are too many messages. The inbox
backlog. Okay. Konari is going to pull out the sword.
Okay. You pull out the sword. You hear the sounds of flute music in the background. Once you do so, and you feel the intense breath of the feeling of a cold shower when it hits you, and you can't help but gasp because of it. As it is released, you feel an all-encompassing power as you do so. And you see the darkness, you feel the darkness starting to form in front of you, something cold, something near you, something familiar, actually.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
You recall the feeling of the shades, the shadows that had attacked you guys before, and you feel it forming in front of you.
Hello? Can you understand me? Are you a thing? Or are you just, I don't know.
You speak to it, but there's no seeming reaction. It just seems to be kind of hanging in limbo for a moment. Just drifting in front of you, this cold presence.
Interesting. Can I, is with like telepathy, could I connect with it? Does it have a mind to connect to?
You attempt to connect with your mind. There is no attachment. There's nothing to connect to.
Okay.
But it's not attacking you. It's just present,
Yeah.
which is odd. The last time you'd encountered one of these was when Zimmet had sent it after you, had sent it to attack.
Okay. Holding the sword, I imagine Raoden's like test dummies or something in here if he uses like a spell, like if he uses spells or things like that, maybe? I don't know.
You kind of drift around looking for one, but your senses reaching out, your hands as you kind of feel around, you don't feel any presence. You get the idea that if he did want something like that, he probably conjures it himself.
Ah, okay. That's fine. She'll just holding the sword. She'll try to like will the shade thing to like move to a corner of the room or like something.
Okay. Yeah, when you do so, it moves to the corner of the room. Almost similar to your senses back in Dal Qor, imagining something into being and your will playing out in front of you. You feel the coldness shift in the room and it moves in the direction you wanted it to.
She's gonna try to control it to form a shape, like a rough body or something. You know what I mean? Like just imagining it. I'm just trying to test the limits of what it does because she doesn't understand how this works.
I would say you don't know. You said you were trying to change its shape, right?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be able to see it. So you start imagining it into a different shape, but you can't. You're not sure if it works or not.
That's fair. Okay. And holding onto the sword, is there any sort of presence about the sword that she can connect to? Like, like does it? She's not able to hold the sword for a great amount of time because every time she tries to, things get called to it. So this is their first really holding the sword.
While you're holding it now, sorry, what was your question about holding it? Like, do you feel
any sort of presence, any sort of like,
Yes. You sense a feeling of something there, but you haven't held it long enough to know. I would say, like, in general, you're not actually attuned to this sword because you're not actively bonding with it in that way. So you get the idea that maybe it would bind to you if you stayed bonded with it for any amount of time. But you're also aware that because of your, like, you can feel the coldness seeping into you and everything. The more you hold it, the more you'll be affected by it too at the same time. So it's like the two-edged sword. So if you want to attune to it, you may. It might leave its mark on you.
Well, Konari doesn't have tie inside her anymore, which it might accidentally hurt. So, I mean, she's kind of, it's a pretty daunting task we have ahead of us. She's a little bit stressed out about this. So she's going to try to see what happens when she starts attuning to the sword. So she'll spend some time with it.
Okay. Yeah, so you sit here in the middle of a room you hope is separate from everything and safe to be playing with the sword in.
I imagine Raoden would have come in if it was causing destruction in his home. So
yes, I think you can definitely assume that, and no one comes to visit, no one comes to bother you in this time that you're in here, until there will be a moment, but we'll say it takes about an hour before this moment comes into play, to where you do connect enough with the sword and you're bonded to it. So you can go ahead and understand. Okay, let me pull it up. Okay, so the Janlu, as you are holding it, I don't know why I didn't put it into your. I'm
No,
pretty sure I
you
did.
sent me the. Oh, wow. Oh, sorry. You have sent me the abilities of the sword. And
Yes.
so I just know she
Okay.
hasn't been able to actually spend any time with it. So this is her attempting
Actually
to
bonding with it. Yes.
connect with the spirit.
I was just wondering where I put it because normally I put it into your guys' character sheet.
You
if
put it in
guys
my
have them.
secrets channel, I believe.
Okay, I'll pull that up then.
I feel like I know I'm pretty sure it was in my secrets channel, but
Pinned messages. It's not even in the pinned. I'm so dumb. No, I have it somewhere here. I just have it. Okay, so you know how Word, what was it? Doing Word docs or something or how it'll put pictures into it sometimes instead of the actual text. That's what I put into this. So now that I'm looking it up, it's not popping up, I guess. Because it's a visual. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness, so annoying. Okay.
You might have to resend it to me, maybe. Oh no, wait. Wait, did I find it? I did find it.
Okay, so you know the abilities of it.
Yes.
You also feel, apart from its normal abilities, you hear a voice, but the voice itself is less alive in this moment, but more just speaking an echoed thought that is a part of the sword itself. But it does say, absorb and destroy this world's order. Absorb and destroy this world's order. And the voice itself is unfamiliar to you. I don't think you would necessarily recognize the voice, but you just hear that echoing throughout the make of the sword itself. And you get the idea that this wall of darkness is meant to be a vacuum, is meant to draw the darkness into it, and the sword is meant to contain it. So it's unstable in nature because it's doing something that's perhaps more powerful. But it's powered by the same thing that it's drawing in, so it's interesting. You get the idea, though, as you connect with it, you feel a part of yourself change. And Konari adds on a corruption point.
Oh, a corruption point. Have I heard that terminology before? Oh no. Oh, that's not good.
It's okay.
How many do I have? That's the question.
That is the question.
Because you said adds on. I'm like, oh, that doesn't seem good. Okay.
Nonetheless, you do hear the sound of a stone shifting and a voice coming in on the other side. The flute music continues in the back of your mind, and even if you sheath it, you find that you are still hearing it now that you're attuned to it.
Oh boy.
Love it.
Yes. You do hear Zimit's voice calling in. Zimit, Raoden directed you to this room that when you went looking for Konari and came to his office, she wasn't there, and he was like, "Oh, she's testing out something. I don't know in my room of in my room for experimentation. So right in there, and perhaps avoid being beaten to death, or I'm not sure exactly what she's doing."
He just kind of like wide eyes and like turns and just walks.
You walk over to this room. You kind of wave your hand at blank wall for a second, but the door itself does shift open for you, and you hear flute music for a moment, but then it seems to stifle itself as Konari slips it back in its sheath when you appear.
I'm sorry to disturb you. Anyways, I was wanting to talk to Ty.
Oh, you know what? Actually, that's a good point. You would have. I forgot that was why you were seeking Konari. You would have actually stopped at Raoden's door because she's with Raoden.
Never
Actually.
mind.
Sorry.
Awkward.
Konari, you're still hanging out with your sword. You're still bonding with that sword. You feel the sense that you feel this sense of absorb and destroy this world's order, but it feels like a greater weight, like this an over encompassing rule. Like you need to absorb and destroy all, but you're not exactly sure what all is. It's an interesting feeling. Zimit, though, you come into Raoden's room, and Raoden is currently amidst the throes of a conversation with Ty, where he goes, so you're saying that all of those associated with the first loom could still be alive, or they were still alive while you were around, but that was millennia ago, right? So you're saying you never die? And she goes, yeah, they just reweave themselves into others, or they reweave themselves so that their threads are new if they start to fray. Sometimes they reweave themselves so many times that they don't even remember who they were. That would be my mother. Or no, not my mother. That would be one of the people I knew. She had been rewoven so many times that we referred to her as a descendant of her original self, rather than her rather than that of the first individual she was, I suppose. It's hard to understand, I know. But just them kind of going back and forth. And when you step in, Zimit, you kind of interrupt them. Raoden looks up and he goes, oh, Zimit, were you here for a specific purpose?
I mean, you guys are more or less talking about the same thing that I was about to ask Ty a question about.
Oh, really? She goes, your necklace. Your necklace.
Yeah, so I actually decided last night to go into the basically just accept the nightmares and have a pleasant evening.
Yeah.
And I have a couple of questions. First being, do you know who Nixa is?
Nixa. Oh, well, yes. As far as I know, that's, I guess, someone famous back when I was young. She was a part of the original 3. The first Dreamweavers ever made. By the seamstress. They were, the 3 of them were able to weave worlds, were able to weave souls. They were able to wield threads, all 5 of the threads, all 5 of the looms. Unlike most Dreamweavers of my time, we were only ever skilled in 1, or maybe more than 1, maybe 2, but never all 5.
So, if someone is a descendant of said person, would that mean that they are them, but they're not them? Like,
Yes, to an extent. Sometimes we refer to those who have rewoven themselves into new qori as descendants, but we would also refer to those that share some of their threads as descendants as well. So, if this person was called Nixa, um, but wasn't her name Kira, are you saying that she was perhaps related to someone named Nixa?
she was, in fact, and it seems like Nixa was pretty powerful among your people.
Yes. From what I remember, she was very powerful and one of the last of the original three. Well, not her true self, but a rewoven, descended version of herself, of course. But yeah, she was one of the last until she too frayed. That's normally the struggle with staying too long as for the qori. If we stay too long, it raises the chances that their threads will fray and they will be lost entirely to the tapestry.
And to be able to bring her back, I found out that I would need to use, I guess, from what the dreams, nightmares, whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I'm not currently all here.
No, you're good.
But it said something about using her family's memories
Uh-huh.
to relieve them. How would that work?
Well, I don't know for sure if I'm successful at it, but I could attempt to reweave her threads. Of course, I would need to be somewhere that she could exist without a struggle. But I could try to, using whatever you were able to figure out, whatever you were able to ascertain from her dreams, perhaps I could use that to help anchor her back to the tapestry. It's not for sure. I've never tried to do it myself, but I know of dream weavers that can. And I don't know if I actually should try.
I think we should owe it to any of your people who want to try to live. Isn't that the whole point?
You're right. You're right. And maybe I could do some good. I'll try. I mean, the worst that would happen is that the threads dissolve and she's released from whatever's keeping her.
Ty, from what all I've known of you, you are nothing but good.
Thank you. And Zimit, no matter what I've known of you thus far, I'm starting to think you are also good.
It's here or there, but it's more. Yeah, thank you. I'll just take the compliment.
She goes, "You remind me a lot of Konari, even if you guys don't always get along."
Well, I'm trying.
That's not a compliment. I'm just kidding. The tie it might be, but that's not.
And that's all that Konari ever does.
At least I'm a little
Not
more.
that I'm saying she doesn't succeed. She tries and she succeeds.
She definitely tries.
Succeeds. Raoden goes, "I don't know if we would go that far. When I met her, she was just failing to save her loved ones." She goes, "That's not very kind."
Hey,
Because
she was trying.
I just.
She was trying, at least, Raoden. It's not like she was succeeding, but she was trying, at least.
Raoden actually does give you the whole story of how he met Konari, being that she was dying with Jenyon in a desert and he swooped in and saved them. He was her white knight, her white wizard coming in, sweeping her off her feet, all that. He really does dramatize the whole scenario, flare it up. He is the big shining hero of this story. And Ty kind of goes, wow, a few of the times. He goes, and of course she fainted into my arms, and I brought her back to safety. And Ty goes, that is a perspective. That is a way to put it. And he goes, and she eventually woke up in the arms of my wonderful home. And Ty goes, that is true. But with that, she does tell you, Zimmet, I'm not going to be able to do this here. I'd have to do it somewhere, probably not Dal Qor. It's too twisted and different now. But somewhere that I could walk freely was Shy-Sprout's tapestry. I'm still not exactly sure why, but it must be just a different plane. Something that I can actually exist in easier.
Okay.
Perhaps I can try there.
Is there a way that I could help?
I think your knowledge of her memories, and however well you can translate them to me, will be the benefit of this, whatever it is we're going to try to do. Something else that would help. Well, she holds up the small bit of thread that she has wound around her wrist now, almost like a little bracelet that clashes with the rest of her colors. She goes, whoever this was gave me something else to work with. A live qori soul, just a bit of it. And I hope the person that gave it to me wouldn't mind, but this is a good starting point. It's what parents would do to bring about offspring.
Do you think this is more of me asking the DM? I mean, obviously, weaving and reweaving and stuff like that sounds very much like what my personal mother did. So
that's true. That's actually so cute.
Could my knowledge or possibly, like, can I possibly help, like, reweave? I don't know.
That's an interesting thought. She goes,
like, could I take some of my own, because she said that I have like my own threads, and could I use, I don't know, some of that to help? Jin, go. Oh my gosh. Sorry.
This brings to mind Sam Riegel's little commercials ads. I'm a cat. Have you guys seen that? Your reaction is perfect, Isabel. Jared, have you seen that?
I don't think I have. I'll need to see it.
I'll have to send that to you. It's so funny. Just Sam Riegel's. I'm a cat. I'll disturb you while you play your game because I'm a cat. Anyway, that's what it gave. So she goes, if you would like to learn, I'd try to teach you. But we would need threads. We would need some type of thread for you to try to practice on first. And Raoden does perk up and he goes, I mean, when you speak of threads in terms of qori's threads, what exactly are you referring to? Does it have to be a specific kind, or is there a specific amount? Can you do it at a specific time, whatnot? Because, I mean, I would be interested as well, and perhaps I might even have access to something of that ilk. Ty goes, wait, Konari said that you had something. No. I saw it. You have threads. Can you give them to me, please? They're my people's, and they could actually help us do this. Raoden goes, well, of course, they might be of a different type from what you would actually need, but I do have what might be referred to as threads of fate, perhaps? Passed down heirloom, you'll see. Unfortunately, not untouched by the blight, as we're calling it thus far. She goes, that might be okay. We've been learning that we can do away with it. And Raoden goes, well, I guess we could always try, right? And he gets up and he goes, if I give this to you, Miss Tai, I would actually ask that what I offered, my request before would be honored. And Tai goes, if you give me the threads, then it would be an equal exchange. So yes.
What did he ask her before?
I don't know.
Well, Konari's been there every time he's talked to her except for this.
Exactly. They were alone for like at least 12 minutes.
Good thing he's recording
Not
the
an hour
conversation.
that you were bonding with your sword.
Yeah, Konari, think about it. You bonding with your sword is neglecting Tai.
Oh my gosh.
Raoden leaves, eventually comes back. Around this time, Konari, you would your bonding time with the Genlu would have ended, and you would be attached to it at this point.
Perfect.
If you wish to leave the room, you may. But yes, the flute is in the back of your mind, and it's always there. And you understand that the song it's playing is a song of destruction.
Nice. This is perfect for her. No.
Yes. So a note with the ability of this katana, right? You can make non-magical. You can cut through any non-magical material. If you make an attack with this weapon against a non-magical object, it deals triple damage. So it is an object that basically cuts anything down, any material plane, anything down.
It's a shard blade.
People don't count as non-magical objects, though, right?
No. Unfortunately,
It's a shard blade.
I guess so.
But DM, the main thing I was kind of curious about, and I don't know if she would be able to piece anything together, is there any way to control the sword / I don't know, convince the sword to not draw the shaitan to it when she's using it, because that prevents her from using it in most places, you know what I mean? And so she's open to using the sword to cause destruction, but she wants to be able to, you know, like, but not draw the shaitan to her, and like she wants to control the destruction that she's doing, you know what I mean? Like,
I would say you get the idea that maybe if you spend more time connecting with it, you might be able to do that at a certain point.
Okay.
But it'll be difficult in the sense that it's very much like it's meant to draw it in.
Yeah, I figured
like the purpose of it is to suck it in.
Totally.
And bring it towards it.
And that's, I understand. It makes it really hard. It makes it very situational when she could use it. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to figure out ways to actually use it more often, because it's a cool sword.
I would say she can definitely attempt to control it. So I would say some more visits to this room and like bonding with it can help you try to tamper down its signal that it sends out.
Okay.
It's like whale song that's just calling to everything out.
Yeah. Okay. All right. She'll probably have some bits of this room then. All right, cool. Yeah, so she'll leave the room at this point. She's bonded. She's kind of gotten a feel for it. And so she'll walk into whatever they're doing.
You pop out. Nemo, Carhala, you guys can join up and kind of come to collect as well if you guys wish to, unless you guys are doing something else.
I mean, if Jenyan and I are back from brunch, then I think we have nothing else planned for the day.
Did he
I
make
don't
you a
know.
blueberry pie?
I don't know. With the bottomless mimosas, I think they might still be another hour.
Jenyon and Nemo have been sharing strawberries and cream flavored pastries that were requested from the kitchen. There is a new cook in place currently. And Shannon is nowhere to be seen. But the new cook is not has not taken over entirely to where since Jenny just walks in with like no questions asked from anyone else on any of the other servants, the chef's kind of like, is this just normal? Oh, okay. Go ahead, use my kitchen, I guess. And Jenny will make some form of strawberries and cream pastries that Nemo had requested per their recent visit where they were chatting about such a thing. He does
comes in halfway through looking for coffee with like writing down notes. Looks up at you guys. Looks back to her notes. Continues.
Places one in front of you, actually. A small plate of the pastries. He motions at it and he goes, You helped my hand. This is a small token. Try it.
Thank you. I'll try. Is it good?
Yeah, he actually did it pretty good. It's not the best thing you've ever eaten, but it is actually really good. More than you were expecting, even. Since he's kind of new to cooking, from new to baking that you've seen thus far. Nemo, it is the best strawberries and cream ever tasted. You were just desperate back in the other realm to actually try this again. And whatever you imagined conjured up in front of yourself during your time there with Jenyen was nothing in comparison.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. But
I'm
yeah,
very happy.
you guys can make your way upstairs. But like all the pastries, Jenny brings up a couple extras to find Konari and bring to her. Which I would say everyone kind of converging at the room around the time of this conversation. But Zimit and Tai, Konari, you overhear as you step into the room. Raoden is walking towards you, holding a small magical thimble full of thread, something that you recognize from his reliquary.
Well, hello. What's going on in here?
Nothing. No.
It's the one iCarly meme. What have you got there? A smoothie? Hiding an ostrich behind him.
That's cute. I've never seen iCarly. Well, I've seen a couple episodes. I never watched it all the way.
The meme.
Yes, send me this meme. That sounds cute. He does bring. He when you say what you got there, he goes, just normal thread things. Steps past you and knows that you can't see.
Tai, what's going on? Did you say yes to something that you shouldn't have?
She goes, "Oh, Raoden, he's giving me his thread, the one that we saw before." And Raoden does cock his head at this, and he goes, "What do you mean you saw this before?"
Wait, I'm sorry. He's giving it to you?
Yes.
In
Yes,
exchange for, she knows that Raiden's a quid pro quo guy.
Raoden goes, "Well, of course, in exchange for all of the wonderful information that she was willing to give me, I learned much about, I suppose, an ancient homeland for the Coels. At least something to the effect." Sits down, very breezy about the whole deal.
Can I insight check? Because in her mind,
Breezy.
she already agreed to do the information to talk to Tai to let her use his room. So he's not someone who would do two things for one if he could get more out of it.
Very true. It's very true.
And that's cocked. Cocked. It's a fun word. Nathan, you look like that Norway soccer player.
Holland.
Right in that angle right there.
Aw, Nathan, you're
Going onto my thing. Okay, I gotta move this. Okay, there we go. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. 23.
Oh, wow.
You know.
Okay. So from what you can tell, he's very relaxed, and from what he's saying, he is
Just looking at Ty.
on it.
Ty is all she's like,
Oh, looking at Ty. Okay, reroll.
I'm looking at both of them, so I'll roll for each of them. But
Okay.
she's scanning both of them because she's like,
As far as Raoden's concerned, what he's saying, he does believe that he is giving it to her based on their conversation. And 16 for Ty.
For Ty.
Okay. From what you can tell from Ty too, she doesn't necessarily seem nervous. She seems relatively like the conversation itself seems to have ruffled her, but it's not like she doesn't seem uncomfortable with what she's telling you at all.
Okay. Well, she'll watch. Listen.
Yeah.
She'll just be here.
Do you want a chair in the corner so you can watch?
Thank you, Nathan.
Has Nemo arrived? Are you here?
I think so, right? No?
Yeah. You guys can all converge.
I thought me, Karhale, and Jenyan all came in.
With pastries. Jenyan does hand one off to you, Konari, and he hands one to Ty, but it ends up just kind of like on the plate nearby, and one to Zimmet as well. He does not hand one to Raoden, and Raoden's like, never mind. Busy, yes. Too busy to eat. Passes the thread over to Ty, and Ty reaches out a hand. The thread itself starts to drift up towards her little thread fingers, and they start like rolling onto her hand until the coil of bright green thread is this very lime green, light green essence of thread wrapping around her and glowing beautifully. Yeah, so the fate thread, you do see that a part of it has a bit of black on it though, Karhale, as it's being absorbed into Ty, and it seems to mix and then dissipate, at least visually, when it joins with the threads that make up Ty's body. Yeah. Okay, so as she absorbs it, she goes, Konari, I could probably do a lot with this. Looks at Zimmet. I think I could probably bring her back too. This will help me do so. And I just need a place that I can work. A place that I can, well, not build a loom, but be the loom, I suppose. Where's Shy Sprout right now? Why isn't he here?
He's kind of busy pretending to be me.
Oh. Raoden goes, oh yes. Hopefully that's going well. Last I heard, he was actually doing all right. Actually, with that in mind, Nemo or Nathan, give me a roll for Shy Sprout.
What kind of roll?
Would you give me a performance check?
Performance.
Yeah, you had done pretty well before, so it's not too high.
Brother.
Oh, brother? Oh, no? And then Jasper, I'm going to roll for him for his medicine.
What is my performance? Oh, boy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
What is it?
That is a...
If it's going to be like a natural one, like, I'm going to be very sad.
It's going to be a dirty one.
Oh my gosh! Okay.
This is the karma from Nemo coming back alive. I swear on everything good
Okay,
and
if we think
holy.
about it, performance
You
doesn't
get
matter.
Jask, you're killed.
Performance doesn't matter in this instance. All that matters are results. Right?
That is not even remotely true.
So,
entirely true.
Unfortunately, Raoden, like right when Shy Spouse mentioned, right as this is coming to a thought, coming to a head again, you guys hear him kind of like just a small intake of breath, and he looks down, and you guys can see one of his rings is glowing. He does go, awkward that happened so suddenly. Come with me. Rushes out of the room.
Is it?
It's-
Nemo, I need you.
Yeah, it's going off, dear. That is the signal.
Me.
Yes,
Something's
you.
going very badly wrong.
Karhale is going to take Nemo, and if he is he going to follow?
I mean, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you grab
Okay.
his
You want
arm,
just
takes him along.
Nemo?
I'll take Ty as well.
You are
I
not
know. I
Can I
need,
get, like,
I
Can I
need Nemo at a minimum.
I reach out my hand for Jenyin to take so I can lead him along.
Okay. All of you guys following at the door as Karhale is rushing after Raoden, who rushes to his little workshop. He sets up a magical a spell circle here, and he goes, hopefully this is going to be in time instead of doing it all at once and just going randomly. I'm going to send you to the closest location I have to their established tribe. It's going to be about perhaps about a mile outside of their main camp. They do move around a bit though, so it could be different based on where they're at the moment.
Okay.
Nonetheless,
Nemo, how many people can you teleport?
Nima.
Me?
Yes, you.
I don't know. Am I not just using the same spells that what's this face uses?
Well, do you have
I
spell?
don't know magic. How many can you do?
Can you cast a teleportation circle? That's the question.
Teleportation. That's pretty cool. That is a
Raoden's currently like scratching it out in chalk, rewriting. He's got different designs in like a magical compendium that he flips open and scratches out onto the floor. He's very fast with it though, so it's up within a minute. It starts to glow, it starts to brighten, and he goes, "Nimazine, are you going to be able to get your friends back?"
real quick. We are
Liz, I have to get off
yes.
about 5-ish minutes.
Yes, I can.
Fine.
Okay.
I can.
Thank goodness.
Amazing. He pushes you through.
And I can take
It's a time slot.
Oh, it
Nathan.
doesn't say, yeah.
Yeah, it's
unlimited.
It's open for 6 seconds. And so he pushes you guys in once he's finished. All of you guys
Wait,
kind of
he's
fall
not going
into the
with
portal.
us?
No, he can't. Or
Oh,
well,
I
he's
did
not.
grab my weapon on my way out.
Yeah, grabbing your weapons. I would assume everyone still has their weapons from before because you guys would have had them on you.
I forgot my spell. Whatever it's called.
You don't have a spell. You're a sorcerer.
But we do have the teleportation circle for Raoden's mansion. To get back.
I would say, yeah, Nemo would have that in theory since he's the one who can cast it. Raoden passes.
I know Karhale had kept
him.
Karhale did keep a little journal.
Oh, yeah, you have a little
working
booklet.
with the ethereal, kept a little book.
So you have that little book, and you very
teleportation
specifically
circles?
told me about that. Yeah, I do remember. Okay, so you guys
I
are pushed
can't
through.
cast them, but I can go where I need if I need to. If I can
Exactly.
harass somebody
You
who
have
does
the
that.
address book. It's fine. But all of you guys open your eyes. Like as you guys pass through magically, you appear in the middle of a large, barren, mountainous region. It's rocky. There's trees, but it's not like tight forests. It's more sparse than that. This rocky region, and the wind is whistling. It's cold, and this place would definitely be where the Kalakigo tribe would be from. You hear the sounds of drumming in the distance and the sounds of wailing and crying in the streets. Tianath is dead. But with that, you guys are going to have to go to save Jaskier and Shazra. Who are at the center of the tribe that will most likely execute them.
Hey,
for saving them.
I did well with my medicine checks, okay?
So ironically, Jaskier and Nemo and Shy Sprout had actually done well with their stuff until just now. Jaskier rolled a 1, which means that Tianath died. And Nemo and Shy Sprout rolled a 1, which means they realized that they were tricked in the first place anyway. They are under the impression that this was all planned, probably. But nonetheless, what happens next?
Okay.
Back to ridding
Carmele can just make a new character to fall in love with.
Yes, that'll be perfect.
That's how it works, right?
He will totally do well with that. We'll see what happens. And next time on Ready to Rock. Bye bye, guys.
Fine.